I'm like
Yeah,
so
this
busy.
week came around fast.
It's already Christmas. It's already Christmas, bro.
Christmas already?
Shit is crazy.
I told everybody don't expect shit for Christmas.
An
Not in
extra
this
session.
economy.
I want an extra session for Christmas.
Oh, you want a holiday session? Yes.
I'm
I'm
around.
off that week. I'm off.
Let me know. I'm around.
Let me see.
I
Christmas.
don't know my schedule at all, so I'd be the
I
wild
took
card.
that whole week off.
I
Oh,
definitely
nice.
work Christmas Eve and Christmas.
Oh, then again, Christmas Eve is on a Sunday night and Christmas is a Monday. But then again, hold on a second. We spend time with family. Forgot we had. So.
I literally just had no
You got
idea.
like niggas got like your kids still believe in Christmas and shit.
I know.
Like Santa Claus and shit.
I'll get this on. I'm like, yeah, it's Christmas Eve.
Right. Oh, that's right. Yeah, you started.
Kids do. Yeah,
Whatever.
kids
Yeah,
do.
yeah. You do the whole Christmas Eve thing. You do the whole Christmas Eve thing.
Huh?
You do the whole Christmas Eve thing.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
Like the dinner and tree and then all that.
Mhm.
Yeah, we do that too.
Open up a few gifts.
Yeah. And then like in the morning, I mean, yeah, my wife does all that stuff. She does this every year. She likes to have us all in Christmas themed pajamas, take pictures. Like, you gotta do it.
Yeah. Family shit. Family time.
We all have different what's that thing called?
Traditions.
No. What Bruce Wayne does, like alter egos, gotta have like different alter egos.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Alter egos. What am I hearing?
Are you like Batman? Like, he really is Batman. Bruce Wayne is actually his alter ego. Wait, the other way. No, right? Like Clark is Clark, right? Clark is Clark. Even when he's Superman, he's always Clark. But Batman, like his real persona is really Batman, and Bruce is just like really his
His alter ego. True.
alter ego. Right?
I've heard that take on Batman before.
Yeah, Bruce. Yeah, like when he's acting like Bruce, billionaire, playboy. That's him being fake, blend in. But that's not really him. People care less
yeah,
about.
no. I think one of the ways they confirmed that was when the woman put the lasso of truth around him in one of the comics, and when she asked him like who he was, he answered Batman. He didn't answer Bruce Wayne.
Look at that.
That's crazy.
That's how he identified it.
I was like, well, there you go.
For real, that's wild.
It's all about perception. How he perceives himself.
All right.
Right.
Oh,
where we left off was a herd of ceratosaurs was rampaging across. Yeah.
Lies.
Yeah, imagine. Motherfuckers are like, this is TP Kane tonight. All right. So last we left off, you guys had a war zone going on here. There was an assault on Crom's Hold, one of a few of the holds that are located on the border of Lizard Marsh. This one was managed by Baroness Pian Crom, who is the wife of Baron Crom Redhand.
that's what I was right.
Fortunately for her, it was several years ago that both her husband Baron Crom and her son they were killed. They were killed in a battle against lizard folk, leaving her behind to rule the area and to manage the hold.
Sound like she need a boyfriend.
And now here your characters are preventing the lizard folk from breaking in. They had tried to do it en masse, and one of their druids had come rampaging across the landscape with a ceratosaur from a dinosaur deep from within the lizard marsh, Um, think your character. I think I did mention to your characters the uh I think the supposed reasoning for there being dinosaurs within the region,
Hmm.
but I know somebody had a high knowledge local. That would be, I think that was Adler, but I have this information that he had shared to the group during their journey all here. So during another, during your own time, you're free to pop this open, read it. To Marsh. So together you defeated enough of the lizard folk, including the Ceratosaur and the the raid leader, um, uh, Hushak, and their druid, Sheshnet. They tried to carry Sheshnet off, and fortunately, you prevented that. But when you retrieved Sheshnet's body, Sheshnet was dead. Um, Kuchak was put to sleep, and the rest of the lizard folk uh, scattered. They scattered away, heading south. Um, Most likely to regroup with the rest of the lizard folk tribes that are under Red Eye's leadership. And unfortunately, to report back that their assault was a failure. Baroness invited your characters into the hold while she had the uh, what was left of the soldiers. There's only 13 of them. And so she splits them up with duties they have to carry out, such as gathering the lizard folk bodies and putting them in a pile. At least the ones that are dead. She also says to finish off any of the ones that are dying. She says that very coldly. She also um, has one of them go to help prepare your characters with like food and water and provisions to like spend the night. To direct you to where you would, places where you can rest within the hold. It's not a very big place. It's just, it's not like a castle um fit for like, as like it wasn't made to be like a residence. It was made to be a fortified outpost. Um like the only kind of residency that's set up in there is obviously for the soldiers that are
Sleeping quarters and shit.
sleeping
Cots.
quarters, stuff like that. So not really a lot of privacy. Um,
Beds in a room, bro.
there's a main hall.
Mm.
I mean, when you enter through the busted doors, she does have a few of her soldiers get to work on trying their best at repairing it or making makeshift repairs so that it's somewhat functional. One more hit from the Ceratosaur would have mashed the rest of that shit in completely. Inside was the main hall. The entry takes up most of the interior of the tower, um, giving the defenders plenty of room inside the main hall to maneuver should they need to repel invaders that broke through. There are 4 doors and a flight of stairs that lead out of this room to the basement, and one that goes upstairs to an upper floor. Um, because the hold has a central tower in its center. There's a small fireplace in the southwest corner. Um, the soldiers are doing their best to repair the door by nailing some plank to it. Um, he, the Baroness, she makes note of some of the some of the rooms that are in the main hall. She points to your characters to the storage closet behind one door that contains just odds and ends like mallets and shovels and cooking pots, brooms, different tools, miscellaneous gear, and pretty much everything to maintain the place. Another behind another door is a cloak closet where to put in all your heavy cloak and and clothing that's for when it rains or during the winter when it can sometimes snow in this area. Um, there's a few rolled blankets stored in there as well. Behind another door is a dry goods storage. They have shelves of jerked meat, 3 casks of water, several barrels of grains and beans, a few small bottles of cheap wine that are locked. So it looks like there's rations in there that would have lasted the soldiers, stationed here about a week should they be under siege. Water's usually refilled from rainwater, and food's usually supplemented by just going out and hunting for some games, for some small game. Um, Although there is a question as to what to do with the ceratosaur, and there has been suggestions of butchering the beast and making use of its meat.
Uh, I had an objection with that because I wanted to use the gentle repose syringe to
Lay claim to it.
to preserve its body so that I could use a taxidermy on it.
Much to the um, as you make your case on that, much to the disappointment of many of the soldiers, a few even tried to um, debate that. The Baroness raises a hand for there to be silence. She turns and she reminds the soldiers their place, their duty, as well as their gratitude. Were it not for them, we'd be in that creature's stomach, or torn apart and in the lizard folk's stomach. No,
That one Archer
nothing.
got a case, yeah. That one Archer has a case, yo.
The one that
That
shot it
No,
through
almost
the
no,
critted
eye.
that. That one
yeah,
almost critted
he
the
he got the crit, but it was Rolf who took it down.
right, right. No,
Rolf is the
he
one
almost
that
got that.
dropped it, which is why
It was
Rolf took his trophy from it already.
right.
So I mean,
Nah, I was just joking.
yeah,
We was one more fucking 1920 away though. Whatever it was. From that fucking last shit. That'd be amazing.
I mean, if they decide it actually if they really want to eat it, Ali will just let it drop. Instead, he'll do it on the druid then. But
No, let's take the dinosaur. Take the fucking dinosaur.
someone is gonna add the first
I
person
mean,
add to the menagerie.
to taxiderm things, don't you just stuff it? Can't you take the meat
Yeah.
out?
I'm not sure. See, in real life, I'm not really sure how that works. I
Yeah.
think you
In real
do.
life, you gut. Yeah, in real life, you gut
Yeah,
it.
you
You
have to
empty the
gut
shit.
it. Yeah,
You
you
empty.
empty it.
You empty. It's completely empty, and you're just kind of rebuilding it.
Yeah.
With sticks and stuffing.
Mhm. So yeah, I guess that would
uh,
work, right, Lou?
uh,
Because
What?
it's just that magically it's different. Because magically you have the option of using the spell gentle repose. which pretty much preserves the body as is, so it doesn't decay.
Oh,
And
okay.
so in that
Right.
particular case, taxidermy would be like magically enhanced. It's a different story.
Got you. I don't know. So
No,
you thought,
well, that and it would they would be using chemicals and alchemy stuff that doesn't exist in the real world.
Yeah,
So
in the real world.
Mm.
So the taxidermy, magic wise, it'll be really, really like dope. It'll look as
right,
close to the real as possible.
it's more fantastical than
Yeah.
real life taxidermy. Um,
If they make a big deal about the Ceratosaur, he would
no,
just want to.
I mean, let's put the dinosaur head on the wall.
she reminds them
Let's
of
just
uh as she was telling them she's like, and don't forget your gratitude. As she was telling them, like they'd be either in the ceratosaurus stomachs or the stomachs of the lizard folk, and she's like, and there'll be nothing left for your families to bury. She's like, the least you could sacrifice to allow this man to have his trophy. She turns to Adeline. She's like, you may do with the corpse as you please.
I appreciate that. I plan to immortalize that.
Give me the loot. Give me the loot.
Oh, Adler's like, I mean, Lucian's like looking around at the bodies, at the lizard folk, at them collecting the lizard folk bodies, and you realize he's watching like a hawk. Like, we'll examine the gear first. Me and my comrades and I.
We'll take a quick look at that stuff before you
So the
get rid of
lizard
it.
folk all had most of the lizard folk had clubs as weapons, javelins as ranged weapons, heavy wooden shield. Um, let's see. They all your characters defeated 12 of them. Some of them used cure light wounds potions. There are several of the defeated lizard folk are carrying cure light wounds potions that they weren't able to use before they were taken down. So there's 6 of those. Was it 6? I meant, did I say 6 or 8?
6.
6, okay. Um, as for Kushak, he has a masterwork battle axe, but the kind of metal that this battle axe is made from.
Somebody's about to get an upgrade.
If anybody has a craft weapon smithing or even blacksmithing or a knowledge um or any sort of metal related skill. I don't think there's a knowledge skill that would maybe low.
Mm.
Appraise would help determine its value and what it is, and a little bit of detail about it. But appraise is mainly like it's mainly knowing something and knowing its value as opposed to like other details. So
Mm.
appraise will work at least for at least identifying.
Who did we put to sleep? We put to sleep. Let Sophia start interrogating
What do we get here? Let's see. Praise a total of 19. All right. Luna, you recognize this as oh, it's extremely rare. Well, you recognize it as an extremely rare metal, but you're not sure what kind. Um, it appears as the coloring um of it appears to be a pale silvery color of the axe. Um, but who got hit with it? Roth remembers
They're firing cold damage to him.
that it when struck by it that there was a slight force of not only was there like a burning sensation, but also a he noticed like electric small uh small motes of electric spark that had
Oh, it was
like
electric,
that had
not cold.
it was I think he took a point of fire he took a point of electricity and a point of fire damage when he got hit by it.
Damn.
Oh, nice. Have
Like
fun
the
with
rare,
that.
like the rare metal.
Yeah, this is inherent to the metal. It's not detect magic detects no enchantment on it. So it's not magically there's no magic on it. You can put magic on it, but this
I
one's
mean, I have
just
craft
metal.
alchemy. That's fire.
Kushak also had, a few javelins on him. He was wearing leather armor. He had been wielding a masterwork heavy wooden shield. His cloak is magical, and he had two potions that he had yet to use. You can roll um spellcraft checks for the cloak, and then you can
Okay.
roll spellcraft for the two potions.
All right. How many? So 3 spellcrafts total.
Yeah. Come on. Fuck magic. Beirut. Caster level.
1, 2, 3. Damn, those are terrible rolls.
You got a 21,
8,
an 18, and
8,
the last one's a 27.
20.
You're not sure what the first potion is. The second potion is a cure moderate wounds. As for the cloak, it's not self-identifying, unfortunately, but it does detect as it looks like it would be transmutation. Maybe okay. It has a faint aura.
Okay.
From the school of is it faint? Yeah. Magic item. Okay, yeah. A faint aura of uh I want to say conjuration. One that
So,
I've seen some magic items where you can detect more than one kind of aura on an item.
so there was one potion that Luna couldn't identify.
Yeah.
It was the first one.
All right, I'll roll for that one.
Let me see the. Oh, okay.
Mm. Patty and Luna.
So there's a faint conjuration aura
19.
on the. There's a faint conjuration aura on the cloak.
It's not self-identifying.
It's not self-identifying.
Hmm.
So you will have to get an identify spell going on this thing to know its full properties.
Wait, hold on. I have that. Let's go. What?
You have it prepared.
Is this the next day or is this the day before?
This is the day,
It's the
the
next
same
day.
day.
Yeah. This,
No, I didn't. I
Same-
wouldn't.
same
I,
day-
I,
same
I
day,
would have
yeah.
no reason to. It's the same day. Yeah, I don't have.
I got a 29 to for that potion, Lou. The one that Luna missed.
Wait, a pearl of at least 100 GP. Oh, fuck that.
29.
I don't own
You
that.
identify that potion as bark skin. With that, it'll grant a +2 enhancement to natural armor.
Mm.
Nice. Definitely good for one of the melees.
Hell yeah.
What?
One of the people in melee.
What was he?
One of the frontliners. It was a +2 bark skin potion.
Mm. Is that natural armor or is that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's natural armor.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I mean, if Rob has no objection, I'll claim that.
I wouldn't be surprised if Roth doesn't have access to the spell himself. You're muted, Matt.
Trash.
I don't have. Oh, thanks. I don't have access to bark skin.
Oh, I'm surprised.
It's considered a nature spell.
Ah, that makes sense.
Rob could take it then. It's fine.
Wait, what was it again?
A bark skin,
+2 bark
potion.
skin.
It gets
What's a
+2 to natural, +2 to natural armor.
It's a
So,
potion.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
think it,
If
You can
anything,
have
I
it.
figure Sophia should take it because
You
Ross
can
still
have it.
has Sabuna. Sabuna could boost his AC still, and
mm,
they both
I
they
mean, my
both help
AC
each other.
is my
bark
AC is
skin.
typically lower than hers, though.
Bark skin +2 enhancement
Even with Sabina,
to natural armor bonus.
it's
Lasts
just
30
I'm
minutes.
usually a big advocate of if you already have high AC, just make it also even more untouchable. Just stack it up if you can stack it. Like, I mean, if you think you have enough AC, then that's a different story.
Yeah.
it's
Like,
never
do you
enough.
get hit often? I don't feel like Sophia
Never.
gets hit often where she's at.
Yeah. You could say it.
When we gain levels, more levels probably at the moment she has good AC, but AC doesn't scale as fast as mobs like base attack bonuses though.
Right. Right.
Like once we start reaching those like level 9 and 10s, oh, she'll be getting hit way more often.
Yeah. Okay. If you don't need
Yeah.
it right now, then I'll take it. I could use +2 to my natural AC. So a potion, I can add it to my sheet. Potion of bark skin.
As for Shesh the druid, he had a pouch that was containing about 31 pieces of copper, 20 pieces of silver, and 25 pieces of gold. Pointed, a masterwork club, a heavy wooden shield, 16 berries in a bag that detect as magical.
Good berries.
Mm. Smack, hold it out like
Classic, yo.
Right.
they are magical. They faint um transmutation.
Somebody gonna
Well, I have
identify that?
well, yeah, spellcraft would do it.
Luna got it.
I guess all of our buffs is gone by now, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'd say unless they lasted several minutes or 10 minutes per level or hours. Yeah, why would a Luna get
What am I rolling? I'm sorry.
spellcraft
Spellcraft.
on the magic berry in the druid's pouch?
There
Nice.
you go.
Damn, Luna looked at it like, oh, very familiar with these. Seen plenty of these and seen plenty of these. She's even had one herself when she, uh, when she was younger. They are good berries. They are typically uh transmutation spell casted by druids. Um, it will they will take a handful of freshly picked berries and make a few of them magical. And when you eat one, they provide nourishment as if it was a normal meal for a medium creature. So if you're hungry, you missed lunch, you eat one, pow, boom. You just got your nutrition as if you just ate lunch. You don't feel hungry anymore. And they also cure 1 point of damage when eaten.
Cool.
Maximum of 8 points in any 24-hour period.
So it's a bag of fruit snacks. Got it.
Bag of magical fruits.
Mhm.
It would last 1 day per caster level. You don't know how many days it has left um before the magic's gone. So, but there's 16 of those berries. It, Chest was also here. Had on him 2 magic wands and 5 potions. Two of the potions are so they're made from these little clay vials, and you can see that with their claws they had scratched draconic symbols on them in their language to mark, at least Shesh did, to mark his potions. Um, from the vials, it's easy to tell which is what. One's bark skin potion, just like the one you found off of Pushek. The other 2 potions are cure moderate wounds, and then the final 2 potions are cure light wounds. The wands are gonna need spellcrafts. Neither are self-identifying.
There's an extra Barskin potion.
Yeah,
I'll take that one then.
Nice.
It's identical, right?
yeah,
30 minutes it lasts.
yep. 30 minutes
Oh,
with another +2 to your
that's a good
AC.
that's a good duration. That's a good duration.
What the? Oh, Adler's spellcrafting the wands.
Oh, yeah. Adler loves wands.
So the first, I believe that's a first level spell.
Hell, I love him some wands,
First level
man.
spell. In fact, the 26 was high, and I believe it was high enough to magically divine. spell effect. You magically divine that as a wand of charm animal.
Oh.
Nice. That's dope.
Wand of
Mm,
charm animal, first level caster, so it'll last an hour. It's got 16 charges.
perfect.
The other
It's good against
one you
dinosaurs.
didn't magically divine, but you do detect a you do the what was it? Okay, yeah, you do detect an evocation.
I'll try.
A faint evocation aura on it.
Hmm.
You'll try it. Oh, see, I'm gonna use my. Yay! Hold on. So, as Adler's like, oh, this, there's a faint evocation aura on this, but I don't know what it does. Luna smashes
Mhm.
that shit and was like, let me try. And she tries to will this magic out, and as she does it, um, you attempt to activate it, and not only does it fail horribly, but you cannot activate that item again for 24 hours.
Damn.
Curiosity got the
What did
cat.
you do?
She's completely embarrassed.
It happens.
Thought it dealt damage, but I guess I was
Wand
wrong.
erectile dysfunction.
Oh,
For real.
Mad he's a wand director.
Yep. You guys
Wand
see the
director.
wand just goes. He drops
Alec
it,
goes, I don't think it
smoking,
likes you, Luna.
smoking on the
Hang on.
floor, and just.
I don't think so either.
I don't know if it's. Does that mean nobody can activate it, or is it just for that person?
it's just
That
for that
would, that would
person.
be
Okay, I think
completely
it's just
unfair.
her. I think it's
That's just
just
for that
her.
person.
Yeah,
It's
because it
that person.
says yes, it's saying it's using first person. If you ever roll a natural one while attempting to activate an item and you fail, then you can't try to activate that item again. Yeah. If Adela wants to try it, or or
Um,
or Pale Lady, she
So Phila could try it too.
when she returns.
yeah.
So Phila could try it too. If you wanna
Oh, yeah, that's
like,
right. You
That,
also have
that
ranks in it.
Sophia could try. That's dope.
yeah,
That's,
because
yeah, go for it.
what if that thing explodes or something? Let her be the guinea pig, and then
Well,
she'll give it back to you.
yeah. Well, DC to activate it blindly is 25. So if you can
25.
beat a 25,
Let me see if she could even.
Oh, was that use magic device?
yep.
Wait, I use spellcraft. It doesn't matter. I rolled it in one anyways.
Yeah, that's a flop no matter what.
I have that shit too.
Oh, that's right.
It doesn't matter. I rolled a one.
Lucian been talking to all the spellcasters. So how do you draw magic out of things that I can't normally draw magic out of?
Yeah,
They
I'm just
taught him.
asking.
They taught him
What
the
is them?
basics. He got the basics going. He's got +6 on his use magic device. So yeah, Lucian can. If you know
She she
if you
felt to activate it
know
too.
if Lucian has a wand that he knows the command word to, or like his allies' wands or something,
Yeah.
it's DC 20 to activate a wand for him if you
So
ever wanted to use from a
Sophia,
wand.
yeah.
So
So Sophia goes, she's grabs the wand and she tries to get it to activate. She orders like a few words and then she slumps her shoulder. Oh, give it a try. And she hands it back to Adler.
I looks over at Lucian and goes, you want to give it a shot? Some good practice for you.
Lucian looks at it and says, ah, fuck it, why not?
I'm out
He
of
grabs
practice.
it.
all
I haven't
right,
used wands
He
in a
grabs
while.
19 or higher, 19
he
or
grabs it and
20.
goes, Alakazam. Yeah, no,
It
whiff.
it you it
And,
it it sparks slightly, but nothing.
I was
I goes, oh,
Nothing.
he rolls his
like,
sleeves up, Yes,
You
let's
can't. There,
see
there,
what
there
I
are
got.
there are retries, by the way. It's just
Oh,
There is.
really?
Except
if
for
you
me.
if you roll a 1, there are no more retries for 24 hours.
All right.
Adler,
Well,
Adler's like,
after
it's my turn.
I'll let Adler go. After Adler, I'm going
Next.
next. Nah, damn it, Adler got
Adler, the magic
This dude got it.
There
releases,
it is.
and you are
I'm,
now aware
I'm not.
of what
Nah,
magic is
we
stored in this.
Lucian looked at
Um,
you. He's like, we got that loose for you. That's what happened, right? We opened. We got
Yeah,
it.
yeah,
It's like
yeah.
ketchup bottle and shit. We worked that open for you. That's what happened.
Ketchup bottle.
yep. Activate blindly. Some magic items are activated by special words, thoughts, or actions. In the case of wands, they are activated by.
Hopefully, it's not a fireball
Um,
one you just activated
Oh
and blows the
god.
place
That
up.
shit would be funny. It is evocation, so I don't know.
Yeah,
yeah.
It's
it's
an
We'll
something.
see.
evocation.
You can activate such an item as if you were using the activation word, thought, or
I'm
action,
about
even when
to
you're not.
activate a nuke.
And even if you don't know it, you do have to perform some equivalent activity in order to make the check. That is, you
We probably
must
should have gone
speak or
outside.
wave the item around, or otherwise attempt to get it to activate. Um, you get a special +2 bonus on use magic device if you've activated it before. So, should Adler,
Get a +2
attempt,
bonus next
he
time.
has an extra +2 bonus. He tries to activate it again in the future. At least until the group identifies it and knows the actual command word. Um, if you fail by 9 or less, you can't activate the. Oh, if you fail by 10 or more, you suffer. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. So
Uh-oh.
Luna failed by
Somebody
10
got
or
hit.
more
Uh-oh.
and suffered a mishap. The
Uh-oh.
magical energy gets released, but not in the way you would want it to do.
Uh-oh.
Um, that's why I said because she tries to do it and there's a blast of uncontrolled magical energy that's released, dealing 2d6 points of damage to her.
Damn.
Oh shit!
Oh,
Well, she
That
takes
shit
8
did that
points of
took her out.
damage.
That's
That's
like
like
max
half a
Oh,
damage
life.
on a longsword. That's like max damage on a longsword. A
Yo,
magical longsword just stabbed her, man.
yeah,
I
we
guess
found a
like
magical
gets blown
longsword
back
on
on her
Tuesday
feet.
night.
Just like Tuesday. Disrespectful.
Alisar's laughing wildly.
Her hair is just frizzed.
Like,
And
oh shit! You
she's on
see,
the
you see
ground.
Lucian flinch and shit as you get singed off. You're like, oh shit! Lucian jumps away like, damn. You all right? Luna, you good?
That shit threw her across the room.
You right? Blew
I'm
up.
imagining like
Oh,
somebody sticking like a
this is
fork in like a
right,
socket, and it goes
right.
boom, and then it
Fire
fucking
the other
throws him
way.
across the room.
Slow baby.
Yo,
Or
Although I
shit.
have to say,
I could picture the R2D2 scream, like from Star
I
Wars.
have to I would have to say 2 others did I mean, unless they didn't bother attempting it.
nah, man, they gotta go for it.
Oh, you know Sophia's
Aller,
going for it.
Oh
Sophia's
yeah.
fearless.
Aller's
Going for it.
screaming right now on the
It's
floor,
like
bro.
it's like let me
He can barely
try.
contain himself.
Hell yeah, Sophia's trying it.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah, I'll try.
Look at that.
Oh,
Chunk change. That's nothing in
that
comparison
ain't
to her warrior's
nothing.
HP.
I'll eat that.
Damn, she took less than
You
Luna
try to
did.
do it and that shit went you dropped it like
She took more damage from that one than from like all those freaking lizard folk she was fighting before combined. She good.
That's cool.
There you go, Lucian. Lucian's the one that needs to be careful. Like it's hard to heal his character.
It's hard to
I-
heal
The
me.
only
Yeah.
one that can heal him besides
I'm sure
himself.
I'm sure Adler's laughing like let me try.
I know.
He actually got it.
Aller expected actually for it to like fucking blow up in his hands too.
As you take that
Well,
chance,
at least we're not in combat. We got Luna to heal us up again. So I guess
as you
that
as you succeed out of everyone there, you
this guy got
easily
the bragging right.
you
He
easily
got
coax
bragging
the
right.
magic out, and suddenly flames as bright as a torch appear in your open hands.
Teach us,
Flame,
Sensei Varn.
the flames harm neither you nor your equipment. In addition to providing illumination, you can sense that you can hurl these flames or use it to touch enemies. You can strike an opponent with a melee touch attack, dealing fire damage.
Oh my god. Melee punch?
1d6 plus. We'll do 1d6 plus
Red
1.
Hawk. What did I just see?
It'll do 1d6 plus 1 point of fire damage, or alternatively, you could hurl it up to 120 feet as if it was a thrown weapon. Make an attack as if it was a ranged touch attack with no range penalty and dealing 1d6 plus 1 fire damage.
Isn't that the
No
spell that Druid used before? Not this fight, the fight before with
Produce
the elk.
flame.
produce flame.
That's produce flame, right?
Oh, you
Yeah.
talking about the
Mhm.
orc? You
Alright.
talking about the orc druid? Yeah, I think he casted.
Yeah.
Yeah. He casted that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, he wasn't a druid. He was a spirit shaman, but they cast druid spell.
Did you hear what he
Aller,
casted?
Aller rolls the flames
It was a
around
produced
over
flame.
over his fingers, and he goes, "Wow, fire! The energy that starts all civilizations,
So
the
Fila goes
creator
like,
and
so
the
Fila goes like,
destroyer."
hey, that's the same flame that got hurled at you, Roth. Remember when we were fighting those orcs? She chuckles.
Hmm. Did it hit me? I don't remember.
Hell yeah.
But if it did, I would have been
Yeah.
like, I remember the blazing heat on the back of my neck.
So Aller does a rising uppercut and does a little spin at the end of it. It looks like a dragon punch with the flames.
Really?
On his...
Well,
And he
Ed
lands it like
Masters, hello?
he lands it like a pose. It goes. As much as I love wands, this isn't really suited for me. I don't intend on getting close enough to use this. And I could stay far away and throw the flame too, but my aim really isn't all that good.
Can I put it on a bullet?
It appears in your hand.
Mm,
Yeah, you could throw the fireball or you could punch with it.
crazy. No, I just
Yeah.
wonder if I could put on a bullet.
Actually, it's cast level 3. It does 1d6 plus 3 fire damage. It'll do 1d6 plus 3 fire damage. It lasts 3 minutes, but for every attack you make with it, it lowers the duration by a minute.
He hands the wand to
One-
Luna. Not Luna, he hands the wand to Sophia.
So it'll work for 3 attacks.
question, Lewis. With produce flame, when it's used in melee, it's a melee touch attack, right? Can you also add your strength to it?
It's just
Your
a touch
strength bonus?
attack. No,
Can you?
it's just a touch. To the damage?
Well,
No, you don't add your strength to the damage.
I guess it's a good
To the
weapon
touch, to the
against.
touch attack. To the attack
I guess.
roll, yes, but not to damage. It'll do
I guess it's a
1d6
good.
plus 3, and it could be hurled 120 feet.
So
It's
it's
just
a
like
good
a
weapon.
little.
As a
little
ranged
It's a
touch
good
attack.
weapon against creatures with like high AC, armor
Mm-hmm.
class AC,
Right.
because it does melee. It does melee touch and melee range. Yeah.
Yep.
So
Yeah.
he gives the
Got
wand
a good range
to
on there.
he gives the wand to Sophia. How many charges is on that charm monster wand?
Your charm animal?
15?
Charm.
Six-
It's charm animal. I thought it says charm monster.
No,
sorry.
it's charm animal. That's why you
Charm
got
animal.
excited. You're like charm monster. You thought there was no
Yeah,
charm
I was like,
monster?
what?
I
Right.
heard
No, it's
animal and I was
animal,
like,
it's from
that's not that
animal.
great.
No,
Charm
Charm Monster is OP. Charm Monster, you can anything, even humanoids.
Oh, I plan on getting that. I got that on my spell list, Brody.
Yeah,
Yeah,
charm
so,
monster's got a wide range.
so for Sophia goes like, "Wow, you sure?
So
Thank
charm
you, Mr. Vaughn. I'll put this to good use." Wow, she's like excited, like a magical item. Like, whoa,
You just gotta get it identified.
yeah.
I feel like Sophia will have to get her to be pretty damn high in order to use that.
It's already pretty high at the moment. You can get
Oh,
higher.
she
It's
got
oh
easy.
good
yeah, you do
charisma.
based on charisma. That's true.
Yeah,
Well, if she
Yeah.
if she's trying to activate it blindly, it's DC 25. But once it gets identified, because I think Luna has identify, then it's
If it gets
only
if it gets
DC
identified, she only needs a 4 or higher. If it's identified.
it's only DC 20
Yeah.
once she knows the command word and stuff.
Oh,
So
it's
the
DC
Have
20,
charm
a
not 15.
charm animal has is it the full 50 charges?
No, it's DC. Yeah, for wands it's DC 20. If the wand is not on your spell list
Oh,
and you will go to activate it, and you know the command word and all that, but it's not on your spell list, it's DC 20.
oh, so she needs to get her UMD higher then.
yeah.
Plus
I
11 is a
So
have.
good
what do you
start.
got?
It would suck
That's a
to
good
waste
start. Yeah,
that in
nine.
the
I
middle of
mean,
combat.
nine or
Yeah,
higher ain't bad.
Level 3.
That's a
yeah.
55%.
Well, when we gain levels again, I'll probably put a lot of points on that shit.
You're gonna sell that shit by the time you gain level, bro.
Nah, before you sell it, you might as well give it to Pale Lady because she can activate magical items. She has
Yeah,
UMD.
we definitely keep a melee touches. You never know.
I'm
I don't
not.
see I don't see Sophia as the type to be selling magical items. She likes magic too much.
It's not
But
feasible
if
for me
Pale
to
Lady
get.
needs it, she'll give it a Pale Lady. Yeah. But that's a good option though.
That's a good
Range touch,
item.
Charges.
range touch.
That's a good item.
Range touch is real
Oh
nice.
hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Even if the
It's
damage is low.
yeah,
mass solution.
exactly.
Like it's over time and it's
It's
still
better. It's
consistent.
better. Yeah, it's better to do low DOT 1d6 plus whatever, and hitting
Right.
all the time than missing all the time.
DOT.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you
you
can
know,
keep your distance and run away. Like,
so,
oh,
so
take that
yep.
damage. Take that
Right.
damage.
So Ophelia loves rolling those two for attacks too, as we have proven in previous games. She only be rolling those
Mhm.
2 and 3s all the time.
It adds up.
Yeah.
Do it.
And then
Uh,
as your characters had settled inside and was going over, that's when the Baroness explains how the Red Eye has been having he's been out there, over time, and he's been a lot more aggressive lately. But over the years, he's been slowly conquering other tribes. Um, Not every lizard folk tribe cares to serve under him or to deal with him. Some have tried to form some kind of parlay, didn't work out too well for them.
Is this
Um,
what the Baroness is telling us?
yeah, she's
Okay,
basically giving you, like a history of like what Red Eye has been doing in the region.
got it.
She also explains, she's like, he's become a very devoted servant of the god of destruction, Kalos. Many of us find that very unusual. The patron deity of the lizard folk is typically Semuanya, and Semuanya is a god of the lizard folk that's more concerned with their propagation and their survival as a
hmm.
as a race.
Mm.
However, it's frightening to think that such a mighty lizard man would put his service and his devotion in the hands of such a god. And as you're already aware, he's wrecking chaos throughout the Lizard Marsh. He's forcing other tribes and conquering them, either die or become a part of his own tribe. And she explains that some of the lizard folk that was attacking the hold were actually members of a tribe located to the south of the hold, um, inside the Lizard Marsh, a tribe known as the Twisted Branch tribe. But Red Eye slayed their leader, and
Mm.
any who had dared to challenge him. And those lizard folk that didn't also no longer became members of the Twisted Branch, but now have become members of Red Eye tribe. It's like the only advantage we have against Red Eye is the handful of uh of those that would rebel against him or wish to have no part with him. some try to remain as neutral as possible by both being out of his way and also not allying against him.
Hmm.
But we are aware that there are some lizard folk. Not enough, unfortunately, but there are some that do not approve of what he's doing. In fact, their belief is he's going to end up incurring wrath upon their people here in the Lizard Marsh, and instead of causing the destruction that he wishes to wrought on what they call us,
and, and
they
causing on
call
his own people.
yeah they call they because she explains it, they lizard folk have a term that they call others that are not lizard folk. They call them soft skins. Um, she goes,
Hmm.
they fear instead of him gaining any real victory over the soft skins, us, that it's gonna backfire and most of the lizard folk are gonna suffer. But none of them have challenged him on that. But they hold within their minds that
Somebody will.
those doubts. And then she explains that he likes to capture soldiers and sacrifice them to Talos. And she says traditionally what lizard folk do to their enemies, well, there's not much left other than their chewed up bones.
Ugh! Enough. Roth kind of like has like a outburst when she starts when she gets to the chewed up bones part, and he goes, "Hmm. Where is the last time this red eye has been seen?"
He likes to travel throughout the lizard marsh. He doesn't stay in one place too long. He does have a central location um that he frequents and that he makes as his home and lair. But that's much deeper into the lizard marsh. The
Roth
twisted
makes
branch.
like a he makes like a face he, like that's not good enough information. And then
She
he
goes,
pivots on his heel and he walks out the room. You guys notice he's walking towards the direction of the dungeon to go speak to Kershak.
So
when he
Ophelia asked,
awakens.
so Ophelia asked the Baroness, all right, so it seems that he's on a quest to not only consolidate all the tribes here in the Lizard Folk, but he seems to be hell bent in conquest. Are there any Lizard Folk tribes that hasn't been conquered by him yet? That perhaps could potentially we could make an alliance with them against this Red Eye.
There's been attempts, but all have been unsuccessful. In fact,
There's members.
she goes, in fact, they're doing they're working even harder now to make sure that they don't contact
Mm.
us out of fear of Red Eye in case they ever get found out. She goes, I understand you were here to meet with Marcina, but she was one of the hostages that was taken.
Mm.
And like you see this look on her face of like see this look on her face of like utter sadness, as if Marcina was like someone close to her. She's like, she goes, she was taken just earlier in the day. early this morning. She's like, they probably took her, and they have 2 other hostages with them. The closest lair they could have been stopping at, since they're former members of the Twisted Branch tribe, would be their lair located to the south.
Mm.
Like, she goes, if there's any hope of saving them, they have to be rescued as soon as possible before they're either eaten or sacrificed.
Sweet.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Have we had any of our people do any recon to some of these settlements that he has taken over? Like how many his outfit, how many people that he's usually with, guards, followers.
From the information that we've gathered, Red Eye's definitely been playing it rather smart. He explains that amongst the tribes he has conquered, he's managed to challenge and have the loyalty of of each of their champions.
Mm.
So she says, he loves to take the strongest that he can find and make them a part of his personal elite force. And this group that he surrounds himself with, usually, or that stay near him, it's a group that he rarely goes anywhere without, unless he has sent them out in specific instances. He may send them out alone or in pairs to get missions completed.
Do we happen to know their names and their specialty? What do they specialize in? Those.
From what we've gathered currently and what we know, they are Escana, the Red Voice. She's Red Eye's mate and a crazed magic user, from all the reports that have been made about her. Crazed magic user who helps Red Eye defeat, who she had helped Red Eye defeat her own tribe.
So she's loyal to him then. And a traitor to
Mhm.
her kind.
Her magic
Traitor to her tribe.
seems, from what Marcina has told me, her magic seems arcane in nature. Her mind is
Oh,
said to be raised, as if in service to some aberrant patron. And
sounds
she
like a
can
war.
and she can form strange hexes on her foes, and loves delivering poisons even through her strange magic. Then there's
She sounds.
Kotabas, the Red Jaws. He's Red Eye's second in command. He's a mighty brute that loves the thrill of tearing into his foes with his natural weaponry, claws, bites. Savage. It's said to constantly have his. It's said that he constantly has his mouth dripping with the blood of his foes.
Yeah, forget this freaking. Y'all start hearing screams from the dungeon, bro.
There is also
Yes.
Sebeka, the Red Heart. If Kotabas is to be the hand of Red Eyes, then Sebeka is said to be the other hand. Sebeka is an expert bowyer with druidic magic and mystical powers related to other animals. They say Sebeka is a most feared hunter alongside alongside her crocodile companion.
Oh boy.
There is also Isinkas, the Red Claws. The lizard folk, as twisted in its appearance and twisted in his motivation. This lizard folk's a sorcerer with magic that he swears comes from the lizard folk's oldest ancestors.
In kind.
And then there's a new one we've gotten word of recently, although we
This
don't know much.
motherfucker got the Avengers.
There's another
He
one
got
that
a
we've heard of
Right,
recently,
basically.
but we don't know much about him other than he's an extremely experienced and skilled combatant.
I see. He has quite the formidable companions around him, and
Uh,
not taking into account his rank and file as well.
Althar. They said they got the name of the most recent one that he's he has is the name of that lizard folk is Talzox.
Also,
What was that?
Talzox.
Tulsa, Tulsa.
They say from what all we know of Talzox, he's just Grady. He's a great um he's a great and versatile warrior. Um, but his specialty is his specialty is if he gets his hands on you, he can or his claws. If he gets his claws on you, it's like being it's like being caught in the grip of a dire crocodile and
Ooh,
being torn and shredded
Well,
as
damn.
if in a death roll. And to make matters even, I
like
don't
a
know
like a
how
meat grinder.
right. Basically, she's saying he's a versatile warrior, but like his specialty is with grappling. Um, yeah. That's the most recent newest one. He hasn't gotten a title yet. And he
Hasn't had a title fight yet. Okay.
no, a title fight, yeah. But he
He, he sounds like the person they send out to take out spellcasters.
Oh shit.
he
The red
Grapple
cyclone.
that spellcaster. Yeah.
he
Zangief.
she says I don't know how much of the stories are true, but they say that he is a warrior that's also whose heart is very in tune with nature, and that he could even cause the plants themselves to aid in his grappling.
Oh wow.
Damn, son. I remember, wasn't there was a person from fucking Avatar that used water bending to fucking control plants and shit.
Amon. That dude's got like.
Yeah.
I thought it was Amon,
Oh, you're
right?
talking about
Nah,
the
nah, nah. Amon is different. Amon used
yeah.
blood
Oh, I
bending.
know you're talking about. I talk about those
Oh.
they lived in the marshes
They lived,
actually.
they lived in
Yeah,
the
they
marshes.
lived in the
Yeah,
marshes. There was like an offshoot tribe of water tribe people, but like
yeah,
they would control the water in the plant to
yeah.
to
And
animate the
use,
plants.
manipulate the plants. It was godlike.
So they were like plant benders pretty much.
Hmm.
The
A
swamp,
plant.
I
the
heard there's a
swamp
new
thing.
Avatar movie coming out. Sorry to distract everybody, but I didn't see the
Netflix
trailer
is
for it yet.
Netflix is making a live action also for Avatar.
Yeah,
Mm,
they're
shit.
doing a live action series, which
I mean,
looks
if
Pretty
they,
dope.
which looks promising.
yeah.
Although
Well, One Piece was
after that
promising,
after that
but
M
One Piece
Night
was good.
after that
After
M
the
Night
other one.
Shyamalan fucking
Shyamalan,
one, yeah,
the horrible.
I don't know how much worse you could do.
Nah,
Yeah,
the new
yeah,
movie that's coming out is supposed to be geared towards adults.
yeah. Netflix is putting out
Really,
fire. I'm very
Yeah.
confident Avatar will be good, and
Yeah,
Netflix
like
is
that's
like an animated movie.
No, I think it's live action movie.
Oh, I didn't hear anything about that. I heard they're trying to bring back the animated one.
for what? Avatar?
Yeah,
It's on Netflix, the animated one.
Not the new book though. Not a
no,
new
it's
season.
supposed to be like a new. It's supposed to be doing a new
It,
one.
the next one's
Oh,
supposed to
okay.
be an Earthbender. The next Avatar's supposed to be from the Earth tribe.
See, I've heard that, but I heard they're trying to do a new Avatar. I don't know if it's like an Avatar film or an Avatar like small series of episodes. It's supposed to be like the aftermath of like of with Aang and Katara and everybody. Um,
Ooh.
It's supposed to be like after after they took that after they defeated the Fire Nation.
Okay.
But I don't know what's going on with that. Like I heard that like a year ago. I read an article on it and I was like, oh, okay, cool.
Mm.
So I feel like
Hopefully next,
they got all these Avatar projects that they're talking about, but the only one
I'm
the
not,
only one that seems to be close to being done right now is the live action show.
I know Netflix don't mess around. Nickelodeon should sell all the rights, even to the animation to Netflix. They don't mess around with that. They'll
Mhm.
take care of it.
Yo, Sophia has Shield Other. Kind of random, I know, but I have a question. Oh, okay.
Does
I'll say
Ophelia
what?
have Shield Other? He wants to know. Does Ophelia have Shield Other as a
All the actual spells.
paladin spell?
She has it as a paladin spell, but she don't get level 2 spell until she's like level 8 or something.
Oh, okay.
She only has access to level 1 spells. That's it. They're not really like they don't really get a lot of spells. Just a
Okay.
little, and they're good, but not a lot.
For some reason,
But-
I have a memory of you giving everybody a platinum ring.
Not a platinum, a silver ring. She don't got money like
Silver.
that.
Silver ring is the component though, right?
Yeah, silver ring is a component. For the
Okay.
shield other, it is the platinum ring worth 50 GP.
Yeah.
For the one that she has the level 1 version. It's called what is it? Something I forgot what it was called. Watchful Eyes or whatever. That one is a component. It's a silver ring, silver or gold, worth 10 GP.
I don't know who
What's it
did
called?
that. Wait,
Watchful
what
Eye?
was it? Oh, I know what it wasn't. It I thought it was Cynthia
Watchful
that did
Eyes?
that. Didn't she hand out a bunch of platinum rings?
Oh, that was Belenum.
Belenum.
Nah, that was Cynthia.
That 3.5 spell?
Oh,
I
it
thought
could
it
have
was
been.
Belenum
Oh,
who did
well, it
shield
could have.
other.
I think it was
No, I
Belenum
was
because
saying.
he
It was
has
Velena. You had 3 levels of clerics
you
with
had
Velena.
second level cleric spells.
Yeah, you had second level
Yeah,
clerics.
but Valenum didn't cast that though. Valenum's his spells was reserved for that
When we were lower level,
the
you used to cast shield other on us.
Yeah,
I
I
mean, when
always
we got
thought
higher
I
level,
always
we didn't
thought
need it
Belenum would do that so he could take more damage from his allies.
he
for
did
the
do
rest.
that in the very beginning, but
Yeah.
later on it wasn't him doing that. He was doing the touch attack.
Mm.
The touch attack spell.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Yeah, but you had shield other though. It's just that you never really had to use it as much because
Yeah, because he got
Mesor
it
had
as
high. Mesor had
a
high AC, so he didn't really need shield other as much.
at lower level he used it, but then when he got to like level 4 knight, he didn't need it anymore because there was a class ability that did the same thing.
Yeah.
It basically mimicked the spell.
So you have a first level spell right now that does that?
It's
What's
limited
it
though.
called?
It's called I'll look it up. I don't got that. All right, hold on, give me a second.
It's just a side thing. You can do it later, I guess.
Won't take long.
Speaking of side things,
Wa-
Lou, I'm not
watch,
sure if
watch,
we're gonna get into
watchful
it.
eyes. Watchful eyes.
I can't. I'm googling it. I can't find it.
Let me see. I'll send it to you.
I'm not
Gosh.
sure if we're gonna get into combat, Lou, but if we do,
Oh, it's a Pathfinder spell.
Yeah, Pathfinder.
if we do get into combat, did you fix my summon list yet?
Yeah, I sent it.
No, but you sent it, but you forgot to put Morlock and Scum on there.
Okay, there we go. Oh, this thing's
Okay.
froze.
That's a pretty good spell.
There you go, Matt.
Thought I sent it again. Summons in the
Watchful
okay.
Eye.
Adler.
Yeah, I definitely didn't
six
have this. This is a Pathfinder spell.
fixed summons. Thought I fucking
I had Shield Other.
You have shield other. Yeah, shield other is better than this one. This is like it is a nerf version of shield other. Yeah, because shield other lasts 1 hour per caster level. This only lasts 1 minute per caster level, and plus you need line of effect, maintain line of
Okay.
effect.
Here,
For shield others, you don't need line of effect.
I'ma
You could be in a different room and it still works.
Well, before you send it, Lou, since you also have that up,
All
you
right,
could
I was
take
making
off
sure.
On the 4th level list, you could take off Doppelganger because
Oh yeah, you did mention that in the yeah.
yeah, because he gets cerebric fungus, embryotic aboleth, and faceless stalker. And faceless stalker does the same thing as the doppelganger. I also get night ghast and phantom fungus and a voonlith. Damn, I got mad fucking summons at 4. But yeah, you could take doppelganger off that 4th level list.
And
I looked up fucking cerebric fungus. When I summon that thing, it can't be anywhere close to the party. It has to be off by itself on the other side of the map. Cause that shit does mad AoEs. And it doesn't differentiate between like the word
Allies and
doesn't
foes.
have enemies
all right,
or it just has creatures.
I sent
So
the update.
What's the AOE? What the AOE does?
there's one called Star Shriek, whereas full round action it screams and all creatures except the fungus itself within 30 feet of it has to
Oh,
make
that's big.
a will save or be nauseated for 1d4 rounds.
Oh wow,
It's a
that's dope.
sonic mind effect.
30 foot. That's a big area too.
Yeah, and then the other one is unsettling appearance, where like it constantly scans the minds of those around it, projecting itself in a confusing collage of images gleaned from its thoughts. Creatures within 60 feet can see the fungus have to do a DC 14 will save or take a -2 penalty on attack rolls.
Pretty good. Pretty good summon.
Yeah, that's touch of madness, otherworldly mind, starting to get into some creepy things. Finally, next level, next level.
Oh, this is dope. I like this song. There's when you're doing like battle tactics, strategizing, like next mission. Yep. Talking to the NPCs. You can see like the dialogue.
Right.
You're reading, right?
Red Eye is in the delivery mark. Red Eye has
Red
some
Eye.
combatants on. they highlight the NPCs' names and shit.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Some Zelda shit. For sure.
Active. Anyway, so as your characters are getting all situated inside, Roscoe has followed. Well, he asked where did they take Kushak, and they told him, downstairs in the basement. And I recall Adler, being hungry, had gone downstairs. They said the kitchen's down there too. So,
Yep.
so him and Roscoe went down to the kitchens.
This pale lady's put away, right?
Yeah. She's still off in her realm.
Yeah, he hasn't called her back
Right.
out. Although probably would want to eventually to heal her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll do that
If-
later on because I think we're supposed to be resting. So before we turn in, I'll do that.
Next time you call her out, I'll feed, because I gotta feed.
All right.
Before some boogeyman shit happens.
Boogeyman.
Um,
Where's the rest of the? Oh,
I wonder if I could keep. You know what? Probably could, huh? Is that not my combat stamina?
your combat stamina should be located.
Is that what that 9 is underneath? Or I don't know. I know I didn't put that there.
Oh, on your character.
Yeah, there's a 9. I just
That
see a 9. No, I'm sorry. That's a. I'm sorry. I know what that is. Never mind. That's. That's not lethal damage. Whatever that is.
Oh, I gotta. Maybe I should grab Roth from the other map. Roth and Mark. Oh, might go grab all three of these. They're gonna be in the basement.
We're gonna go. We're gonna go save these people.
Yeah, that's
Brother.
what it looks like. If your characters can do what they want, they could either follow Roth
A-
down
After
or
getting the debrief from the Baroness, Sophia's also gonna follow Roth to where this person is at, Kushak.
where would they put this guy?
Before we get to Kushak, Sophia goes to Roth. Is he there, Matt?
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm
He's
gonna wait.
There
there.
he is.
Yeah.
Here's a. Who cares?
He's there. So you carry the well, I guess if you're all there.
Yeah. So while Roth is on his way to Kushak, she follows him and she asks him, Roth, before we get to Kushak, I mean, what's your take about him? Do you feel like he was like compelled to attack us, or was he like hell bent in trying to conquer this hold?
Are you still at the table?
No, we're finished with the Baroness. She already debriefed us.
You know where I'm at. I'm whooping somebody's ass downstairs in the dungeon.
Yeah, she opened a conversation with you before we got to the dungeon. Before we got to earshot from the lizard folk.
Roth left in the middle of the conversation. You saw him walk out. You can't do both.
Oh, you were not there at so you didn't hear the conversation with the Baroness then.
I did hear the conversation.
Okay, so
I
how are you
heard
doing both
enough.
then?
And then I left the conversation and I whooped his ass downstairs. That's what happened.
I think
I'm
he left
confused.
right before.
All
I
right.
think he left right before she went into like who his top officers would be.
Okay.
After she started talking about someone
When she
spits
mentioned
out their bones, that was a wrap.
when she mentioned that they need to hurry and if they want to save Martina and the other hostages, that they need to hurry.
And out here murking dudes?
Yeah,
Negative.
because what they're gonna do is they're going to they're gonna eat them. And if Red Eye's around, he likes to take hostages and sacrifice them to Talos. But if he's not there, lizard folk tend to eat their hostages.
Mm.
Yo.
But they lately she says there's a possibility that Red Eye might be in the area if they are capturing people, because he's made it known that he wants people captured to be sacrificed to Talos.
Yeah.
Mm.
So
Some
So why
wild,
are we calling these
overzealous.
guys like
Just
hostages? That was the wrong terminology. They're definitely not a hostage, bro. Hostages are used as leverage to get
well,
something.
yeah, not a hostage, yeah.
Right.
They used to take hostages.
and
So
just murdering people.
They don't want shit from you guys. They want
Wow.
lives.
she corrects
They're,
it. She corrects it, says, well, they used to take hostages. Now they're sacrificed.
they're,
They're
they're
victims.
human. They're. I mean, they're not
And
even human traffickers. They're just like hunting humans.
Really, I get
whatever.
abducted out here.
right.
Mhm.
Roth couldn't
We
have
will
any
end
more
up
of
on an
that.
altar. Try it
He's
if you want
like,
to.
y'all already know, Roth. You burning the house?
I heard that too. Oh,
What?
the fire alarm,
What?
smoke detector.
Oh, whose house is that?
I don't know.
Probably Samuel's. That dude went right here. That dude bounced. He's like, oh shit. Better make sure my house not on fire.
Mhm.
Stupid. Uh,
Where would they put Kuchek? So as he for those that went downstairs, there's the stairs you came down, and you can see that this area, well, the one at Adler's, these four are, well, Kuchek's not gonna be in the kitchen area,
Mhm.
but the kitchen area
Let's
has a
go.
cooking fireplace in the southwest corner, a long table stacked with clay dishes on the north wall, a wash basin on the east wall, and a water barrel in the northeast corner. The cooking pots that hang on the walls, and the center of the room has a short, broad barrel with handles, probably for scraps and garbage. A simple kitchen. Um, the other rooms, all around the place. Because there's a couple. I say there's two soldiers down here that are also in the kitchens. Um, kind of get everybody food prepared and shit. And then there was the other two soldiers that had came down here to drop off Kushak, and they explained to Roth first, since he showed up downstairs, um, that okay, so they're like this room over here is the pantry. The place doesn't really have a dungeon cell. So where they chose to put his ass.
Y'all come down there, y'all see Ala just rummaging, trying to find some food.
I mean, no, that's not the pantry. This is the pantry. Um, the room to the south is actually the commander's quarters. And the room to the north would be the mage's quarters. Although Martiner's not here, she's been captured. She's the war mage for the place, but those were her quarters. As for the rest, all the other rooms are all the soldiers' quarters. So they decide to put his ass in commander's quarters, tied up, seated in the chair. Ross like, all right, there you guys go. And Adler's
I
in
guess
the kitchen.
I guess Sophia gets down there after she's done with her conversation with the Baroness.
Um, in those quarters, it's a room that has a bed, a storage chest, table, and a chair. The table has a sheaf of papers and an inkwell and quills and a small lamp. Place looks very neat. There's a suited chainmail that hangs on the wall. Um, this is the quarters of Commander Commander Garm, who's busy, trying to make sure trying to make sure the soldiers are all doing what they got to do and seeing if they need help with anything. Um, but he told his soldiers to take Kushak's sleeping body, tie him up, put him in the chair, put him in the quarters, and as Roth was making his way down there, the soldiers are like, um,
Where is he?
they say we put him in the commander's quarters. He's got tied up in the chair until Commander Garm uh inform us
Open it.
until and Commander Garm informs us what else would need to be done with him. Roth is like, open it. And the soldiers look at him and they're like, they both shrug and they're like, why not? And you can tell, Roth can tell this fucking higher sense. Well, if he could tell that, like, these motherfuckers have had enough of fucking lizard folk. They're not too concerned about what Roth wants to do right now. So they're like, go, have at it.
Roth takes a step. Well, first, once they open the door and step aside, Mockjaw will start growling as she slowly enters the room, and then Roth will step in from behind and close the door behind them. And is he awake? He'd be looking to see if Pushak's conscious.
How long does that sleep last? Like minutes, right?
3 minutes.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
he's been
probably
yeah,
up. Probably
he's
up.
been
by now.
he's been awake.
We spent like
He
more
was
than
he
an hour
was he
already.
was he was actually trying to struggle with his binds when you came in.
Oh, so I could hear that when they're saying, okay, so if that's the case, then Roth would have took a step through. That's funny that the kitchen's right outside of this area, but whatever. He'll go through there and he'll take out a small dagger from out of
Adler
his
to join the
sack
show.
and start to heat it over the brazier over there.
The
And then
brazier. What's talking about titties out here? Nigga?
Isn't that what it's called? What is it called?
Brazier.
Brazier, yeah, brazier, my fault.
You're threatening to cook his ass.
And then he steps inside the room and he goes,
You eat us, we eat you.
oh, shit.
Eating back.
Roth goes, you can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Pause.
For real. He's out the booty warrior.
Yeah. Booty warrior coming for that ass, bro. Listen, Roth's like 6'1", almost 200 pounds, 18 strap. My nigga. This is my house, bro. Goes
like, there's his teeth.
starts biting. Mockjaw matches him in his attempt to appear fierce and ferocious. And I would have Mockjaw roll an intimidate check.
I'd say continue interacting with him, and I'll
Yeah.
definitely make you.
Yeah.
Then you guys
So-
can make your intimidate.
So essentially, Roth will say, I know that I heard enough about the exploits of you and your overzealous group of overgrown lizards. Think that you could just do whatever it is that you want?
Hmm.
I don't care if you serve Ao himself. You Talonians.
Losons.
are-
Talonites.
I thought so. Yeah, thank you. You Talonites have gone too far. You're gonna tell me where this red eye is, and you're gonna start talking now. Right now.
You realize, like, speaking Draconic and only
I'm in,
knows Draconic.
motherfucker. Do you speak it? He stabs him with the freaking knife, the searing knife. This, yeah.
I knew you were
realize
talking Draconic too. I knew you were talking Draconic too. I'm like, oh,
Mhm.
all right, that's Draconic.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
I
yeah,
sure, I sure,
he's just speaking to you in Draconic, and you easily get the sense. Wait a second, this motherfucker didn't understand a word I just said.
Oh. Roth then Roth then uh kind of grimaces at like the situation, and then he would say to the guards, "Which one of you speaks Draconic?"
I wouldn't be
I
surprised
do.
Get
if.
over here and translate.
So
I speak Draconic.
one of the guards replies,
Oh, okay.
"The commander, the baroness, and the war mage Marcina were all the ones that spoke Draconic in this hold."
Damn it.
On it.
Um. Then
No Sophia, man.
Roth will go and say, he would at that point would say, Mokcha, stay on him. He'll give her like the command to like to menace him, push him to do that because she doesn't have the trick, but to basically just sit there and menace him. And he would turn out the room at that point, and I guess then he was start hearing the commotion of everyone coming in.
And he's
And when
oh,
Sophia
yeah,
finally gets
Sophia's by
to
the
the,
door. So yeah, she's by the door by the
Mhm.
time you open it. She's walking to the door,
he'll go.
passing by Adler, who's salivating.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the group is down there.
They
I mean, is
they
that
only
what did Lucian and Luna
Yeah.
go down there, or did they
I'm
just
going
go?
too. I'm
find
following
a-
Sophia.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that I was taking out Adelar.
Um,
I'm waiting. I'm waiting to get fed
Sophelia,
anyway.
Sophelia
Only
Roth
works on one
knows
thing.
speaks Draconic, so Roth would be like,
So,
Sophie, you come in here with me. He only speaks Draconic.
are you
I
done
don't.
with him? Because I have a few questions I wanted to ask him.
Oh, I was just getting started. But
That
doesn't he?
sounds-
But I can't even understand a word that he says.
All right.
Mm,
So she goes to Kershak first in Draconic, and she introduces herself. Brave warrior, I'm Sophia of Daggerford, and these are my companions. Who am I speaking with?
Shock. The red eyes.
Did not cross blade out there. I wish we did. I saw
What
how
did he
you.
say?
She goes like she looks at him. Oh, just his name.
Okay.
And then she continues. I saw you fight out there very valiantly. I wish we crossed blades. Tell me, are you also a follower of Talon as well?
And follow Red Eye. What Red Eye says, we serve.
What did he say?
What'd
He
he
said
say?
she goes like to Roth like very briefly. He hasn't said much yet. Let me try to get as much as I can from him. Then I will let you know.
Hmm.
And then she
All
switches
right.
back. Then she switches back to Draconic, and she's like, "I understand, very admirable, that you're loyal to this leader of yours, Red Eye. But At the same time, I noticed that you care deeply about your fellow warriors out there that were fighting. What your commander is doing, sending his warriors, you amongst them, to all these human encampments, is putting you all at great risk. Who do you care more about, your tribe or this usurper?
Red Eye has proven to be the mightiest lizard folk here. Red Eye's going to bring our people.
Get it?
He's going to bring our people into greater glory.
What do you say?
She briefly um translate to Roth like what he has said so far and what she asked him as well.
He has convinced many of us of the danger you skins pose to our people. We are the ones who have or to have any relations with you source.
But to my understanding, we have had previous trade agreements with your tribes. But now, I mean, you don't even want to communicate with us. You're just out for blood. What do you think is going to happen? I mean, there's
Mm.
more humans. There's more humans around here, not just Daggerford and the surrounding area. Waterdeep to the south. I mean, this is not a battle that your tribe will win. You will eventually get annihilated. Do you care more about following this usurper than the well-being of your kind? We could perhaps get into a negotiation, with the other human leaders around this land to safeguard the safety of your people. But the way that you're going about it, just kidnapping innocent civilians, sacrificing them, eating them, you're sealing your own doom.
Mm.
Perhaps we could work together. Perhaps we could bring a more just and rightful ruler to commandeer your tribe. But I understand your concerns. My kind, I cannot advocate for all of them. They tend to also be murderous at some point. But this endless cycle, it has to stop.
Red Eye has warned us about you and your words. You try to trick us. You try to deceive. He told us the truth of what happened to our clutch of eggs.
Don't try to
We lost.
talk jitsu us.
We lost a generation of lizard folk because of it. He's going to avenge our tribe, the Twisted Branch. And he's going to aid all the other tribes. But now we will become one tribe. And he's got the backing of Hollows. He has shown us that he is his divine champion.
Ophelia lets that soak in, for a few seconds as she contemplates, and she shows like a little bit of empathetic side of herself, especially when she heard the part about all those eggs and hatchling being, destroyed. Obviously in her mind they were innocent. They were children, um, at least children for this folk. So she goes back. If you don't mind, I would like to go back to the eggs that you mentioned from your tribes. I mean, if it's not prodding too much, what exactly happened to them? Was it us, Daggerford, or Waterdeep responsible for what happened to the eggs? I mean, how were they obliterated? What happened to them?
Mm.
She's trying to like empathetically connect with him, but she really does mean like that. She is genuinely concerned, like what happened to this whole batch of eggs, in case he doesn't sense motive.
I'll be bad and get some water.
Yeah.
Many of the tribes have lost their A clutches. It was almost a decade ago. I don't quite understand what happened to them, but they were destroyed. We didn't know why. And Red Eye had always said that it was because of the softskins. We did not have proof. We believed that maybe there was some sort of weakness within our tribes, something that we failed to do, something that we failed to see. We are
Mm.
we are children of Semwanya. And Semwanya, and we believed that maybe we had angered Semwanya. That is why we lost a generation.
It's
Then,
very regretful.
but then, Red Eye kept insisting. And then as he took over, and he eventually showed us, proof. He said it was the softskins that had corrupted our age, trying to wipe us all out by destroying the unborn children.
That is quite regrettable. It truly is. It's regrettable that such a heinous act occurred. And just as you don't have any evidence, and neither do I, um, and it doesn't appear that Red Eye provided any proof, but is it possible? Yes. Our kind could even put the devil himself, the demons themselves to shame at their worst. But my kind also could achieve, oh man, what's that word just escapes me? My kind also is capable of even matching the angels themselves of the better nature. Think about the current clutches that you have now. As you previously stated, you have lost a generation. What do you think is going to be the consequences? Yes, you take out a few soft skins here and there. That's just going to spread. The hatred towards your kind is going to spread. I personally do not hate your kind. I would like to work with you. I would like to work with your tribe. I don't have much influence here, but I do have some influence in. I cannot speak for the uh, uh, water. What's that water town called? I forgot. Blue Waterdeep. I cannot speak for Waterdeep, but I do have some influence in Daggerford. We could begin some dialogue, but this is not the way. You know, your leader, Red Eye, he has to pay for his crimes, and it'll be unfortunate if you, if him, and the rest of you, including those that are young, too young to even fighting, to be of fighting age, get extinct. You know, everyone has a purpose in this world, whether you're a dinosaur, whether you're an elf, an orc, including lesser folk. It's part of nature. We all have our place here. Let me help you, and please, and we also need your help as well. I'm not sure if you know what a paladin is. I am a paladin of Mistra. It is against my code to lie. So what I am saying is, to my knowledge, the truth.
All right, roll a diplomacy check to see how much
Also, Lou,
of his attitude that you've shifted.
yeah, when I was on my way down, before I went on my way down, She was gonna read her scroll of honey tongue as well. She has 3 of them.
He came prepared.
Yep, that's the reason what
She
she,
read the scroll and she was like, "Allow me to honey my words."
Mhm.
Honey
Let me
tongue.
read off that spell again. Yeah. Ooh, okay.
Roth is like you can see Roth like sitting here like looking eyeing you and eyeing him every time
It
either
will
one of you
augment,
guys
yeah,
speak.
augment your diplomacy.
I get
As
to
you,
roll.
Not just like
yeah, as you are under the effect of this spell, you makes it easier for you to be a lot more appealing to whoever you're negotiating and making diplomatic relations with. To change the attitude, you can roll twice and take the highest roll.
can I aid him with the intimidate check?
Can he aid?
No.
Everybody. Can anybody aid? I
Yeah.
think
No,
Lucian. I
no.
think Lucian could
Well,
aid.
Even if I don't
with
speak the
what?
language?
Oh, they gotta. Oh, yeah, I gotta speak the language. All right, diplomacy.
It's a
It's
it's a
language
it's
dependent?
it's language dependent, yeah.
It's language. All right, let me see. It's plus 15, I think.
Plus, I would have to hear what I would need them to interact for like about a minute with
Mm.
Hushek
All
as
right,
well.
that's the first roll, and this is the second roll.
Come on, 18.
Ooh, yeah, buddy.
Nice.
Yeah, buddy. That dude's joining our party now, son.
And he's
Special
joining
guest.
the party. Um,
Mm.
He's gonna become a rebel. The
Right,
new
right.
leader. He's gonna replace Red Eye. Now let me stop.
Mm.
He'll be our puppet.
Roth and or Roth easily because I think what's his sense motive? I know it's high, but I
And
don't
Louis,
Um,
know.
Sophia met
Mine's
everyone
an
too.
11.
She's not lying, by the
11,
way.
11 for and
Yeah,
what's
plus
so
11, yep.
mine's 11.
you're both 11.
So take
Hmm
10,
So
21.
Ophelia's 8. Okay, so yeah, the three of you can see well
We're having a moment.
those witnessing Sophia, speaking back and forth in Draconic to um as her talks, you know, pause as if she's waiting as she awaits to see Kushak's response and attitude. Now, your characters can sense um if you understand the Draconic, then you heard everything she said. But if you don't, you can see that whatever she's saying to Kuchak, like you notice his the intensity in his eyes um start to wither.
Mm.
You notice that his muscles are relaxing gradually. You notice that his position that he's seated in his seat is more in focus, and his
Like, yes,
attention is
daddy.
right more in focus with Sophia, and um you can see that his breathing is more calm. The tail isn't crashing about as it was earlier. It's on the ground, pretty still, only slightly twitching here or there, but pretty still for the most part. Um, his attitude was originally hostile. Sophilia's
Now he is friendly.
diplomacy has increased it to indifferent,
2 steps. Wow.
and because he is indifferent now, um, he looks, he like lowers his head as if in thought, as if absorbing and processing what Sophilia's saying. And then he looks up at her again, but he looks at her in a manner of like of respect. And he says in Draconic, "I thought you are."
What?
He goes, a soft skin you are. But, however, I will go with my senses on this. I have failed, Red Eye. I will not fail all of my people.
Mm.
What is it that you wish from me? Am I to die? Then do
That
so
is not what I would.
quickly.
For the time being, I'll be sincere with you. The guards here, the inhabitants of this keep, they're startled. So for the time being, you will have to be in prison. But I will make sure that no harm will come to you. You'll be fed until an amicable agreement can be made between your people and ours. If, let's say, Red Eye is determined by your tribe to not have the best interests of your tribe in mind, who is popular amongst your tribe? Who will be someone that the people will rally against? Who will be a suitable replacement? Do you happen to know?
Be mine.
Out of character, Lewis. Before we head to the march, before we hunt this dude down, we're trying to see who could be potential allies of ours. Because
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. In
right.
fact, because his attitude's indifferent now towards you, um, you can make diplomacy checks to um to make requests.
Okay,
Um,
so is that considered a request?
your honey tongue spell won't have any effect on these diplomacy checks. It's only for shifting his attitude.
Right.
Um, but request that you make, it'll take a. Is it the same DC? Determine using the creature's current attitude. Okay, so it would be 15 plus his charisma modifier. Um, to make a request, which is adjusted depending on what you're asking for. If it's something simple you want from him, then the DC actually goes down by 5. If it's some detailed advice, DC be 15, or if it's simple aid, DC 15. However, as you expect, if when you expect him to reveal,
Someone that
um,
he himself like
right,
respects and would prefer to be the
um,
leader of their tribe. Yeah. So that's something that
basically
maybe he
the
wants.
basically the if for him if you want him to reveal a secret, but a secret that's not really like important, +5 to the DC. If you wanted to give some kind of lengthy or complicated aid, +5 to the DC. If it's something dangerous for him, +10 to the DC. If it's to reveal an important secret, +10 DC or more. If you expect him to give some kind of aid that he sees could result in a punishment, that's +15 DC or more. Um, and any additional requests beyond the first is going to add 5 to the DC. So your first request is um, well, I wouldn't say it's really much of a request. It's just you asking him a question about something. So he goes, the role would have been mine had Red Eye not appeared.
Nice. Nice.
Oh shit, man. It's too funny.
G nods.
He's
Indeed.
he's speaking
You're
English now? Is he that comfortable with this?
No, he's
indeed,
only
and
speaking
you're
Draconic.
Uh,
He
he
only
goes
knows
like
Draconic.
all right.
Doesn't know. He doesn't know. He doesn't. I mean, he knows a few words in common, but he can't really carry a conversation with it.
he goes like, oh, indeed. If you were leader, that would make things a lot more easier. for us to broker some sort of deal or peace or a treaty amongst your tribe and our city, our our duchy. I'll be upfront. We're on a mission to locate someone that's very important to us. She was the mage of this keep. She goes by the name of Marcina. Marcina. We would, if possible, try to brokerage an exchange with her and you, but from the description that I have heard from Red Eye, it doesn't appear. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. It doesn't appear that he will be amicable to that exchange. He will probably rather kill her and leave you here. Am I getting warmer?
Red Eye broods no weakness. He'd rather, even if I were to go back, he would probably kill me for my failure and scatter my body into pieces to be fed amongst his elite. Yeah, lizard folk are cannibalistic. So
He goes, she goes, well, okay. Because she don't know too well. She knows a lot thanks to what the Baroness described about their tribe and all that. But she doesn't want to go too much into deep into like the ritual, not to risk offending him. So she goes like, I know this, so I'm probably gonna need a roll with diplomacy. The next question that she asked is, to my understanding, he's very he moves around a lot. Do you happen to know where he might be at, Red Eye? Or maybe he low key wants us to take him out. He'll be next in line.
There it
Maybe I
is.
get a maybe I get a +5 bonus to diplomacy there.
Something that he
Yeah.
wants.
Something that he wants.
You got plus 15. That's pretty high. So
Yeah.
Oh boy.
let me see his DC. Okay, so DC 15 plus. Let me see what the important secret. Okay, yeah, make the check.
Got it.
See if you
Pretty good.
on that 26.
Wow.
You see on Kushak's face, it contorts as if he's hesitant to answer this. But then you can see as he twitches his head and he looks at you with his reptilian eyes. Red Eye is supposed to come to the lair of the Twisted Branch soon, maybe within a day or two. It is why we have made some captures. It was by his request. If you wish to save them, you must hurry, at least before Red Eye appears. Red Eye alone is a fearsome, mighty lizard man, even more powerful with the backing of Talos. And then you
He's a
have,
cleric.
his elite.
War priest. Lewis loves his war priests.
Um, I mean,
And then
a knowledge local will help with Red
you
Eye's what Red Eye's
class.
class or main class.
I'll leave that for the knowledge folks to do that. Uh, he was saying that he will be there, and then you left off where he was about to talk about
Oh,
he'll be there with his elites. Yeah.
oh, he's saying he'll be there with his elite force.
She nods. Thank you.
Oh, excuse
I
me.
have bless
Basically,
you.
Red Eye. He's like Red Eye
Thanks.
alone is tough enough, and if he's there and he has even half of like
She goes,
all
she goes,
the the red voice, the red jaws, the red heart, like all the the information you got from the Baroness about the other about the his main elite
With these powers
force.
combined.
Lu, so Lewis, based off what the Baroness told us, that God, that deity that normally they worship, the nature one, is that considered a evil deity or just neutral?
Samuanya, do you have a religion?
I do.
She doesn't want to know too much. She just want to know what is she a goddess of. Just the most basic, DC 10 knowledge. That's what she wants to know. Is she just like a nature deity or
Okay, yeah, I'd make the check then.
all right,
Untrained, yeah,
untrained?
plus
Yeah.
one.
Someone, yeah.
I'm glad I got that low roll out of the way, so it doesn't affect my diplomacy step.
You're not
Hmm.
sure, but you can turn the Roth and ask him, of course.
She asks Roth quickly, Roth, do you happen to know and she mentions the name of that deity. Is that an evil deity?
Mm.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Samuanya. I've heard the name.
Oh, you did roll a religion. Okay, I see it. With the 12, he knows that Samuanya is the main lizard folk deity. It is a god that the lizard folk look up to for survival and propagation. The holy symbol is an egg. Very simple. As for like their,
Hmm.
as for the alignment, neutral.
Perfect.
Neutral deity.
Because she's not going to offer an alliance to someone that worships an evil deity, obviously, for obvious reasons. All right, so she smiles at Roth. Thank you. You're so reliable. And then and then she briefly tells Roth, so far negotiation is going, to everyone else, so far negotiation is going good. And then she goes back to Draconic. She goes, all right,
Damn.
this yeah. So you see that like she's smiling and like it's almost like they're having a moment. The lesser
Roth
focus
is like,
Ophelia.
you make this no
Yeah.
fun.
Right.
She's like
Roth puts away his daggers. Walks
she's
out. Starts walking out. It's like, fuck.
so Ophelia goes like, Kolchak, you've really been very helpful. And I give you my word that those that could be spared will be spared. You probably know by now, but even before, when I gave you guys the opportunity to withdraw, I really meant it. It's unfortunate that we had to take them out, some of your fellow brethren out. But at least if it gives you some peace, they went down bravely, like true warrior. I mean, if I had to go down, if I had to leave this world, that's the way I would like to go as well. I just have one further request. Whether or not you choose to accept, it's fine. I give you my word that, no harm will come to you here. You're welcome to stay here. You will be provided for. You'll be well fed. And when the time is right, possibly be released. I have a proposition for you. I could tell you're very wise. As I mentioned before, I don't see no good ending to your tribe, to your folks. I know you're more loyal to your own people than to Red Eye. Let's make an alliance, at least a temporary alliance. Join us as we seek out Red Eye. Your men, I saw it out there. They respect you. Every command you utter, They fulfill it to the T. If you decide not to, that's fine too. And I still give you my word that you'll be provided for. But this is your opportunity, and probably your only opportunity, to have allies to help you take out this menace.
Right.
Roll that diplomacy.
Roll the diplomacy. I'm looking at the
Do I get a
D-
bonus? Maybe he wants that. Maybe not.
I'm looking at the DC right now. Oh, I had another add. I had it's an additional request. I had to add another 5 to this DC.
Got it.
But it's with your
Is this
bonus.
is this
With your
is this a
bonus,
request?
it's doable. It's doable. Oh
Is
no.
this a request?
Unfortunately, the 29. Request aid from this guy to basically
To join the party temporarily.
join and a temporary alliance to join and guide them over
He'll
to
be
the
the
fucking
he'll be the best guide, man. He knows
right.
the land. he knows
Um,
everything. He's popular.
No one can
run.
aid him. No one
What
can
about
aid this
Luna?
guy.
Can Luna not do that? Like magic stuff, tech stuff.
No one else
Oh,
is. No
Roth
one
would have
else.
gave him guidance.
Aid?
Boom.
Yeah, guidance. Here we go.
Guidance.
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 Give me guidance. That's right. That's falling asleep with these
Guidance.
cantrips, man.
Guidance. I was
Well,
thinking
even
about
Give me
how I
the
could help
guidance.
this entire time. I was
even
like, how
We're,
can I
okay.
we're,
help?
we're, we're all there. We're working together, and Roth been helping with the knowledge checks too. This is a team effort right here.
All right, so she
Guidance.
uses her guidance for this request, hoping the divine and a little bit of divine intervention
Divine intervention.
might cause him to
Ugh,
agree to this. But even on the 30,
31.
damn.
Shaq looks at you and goes, he just shakes his head like, that is a request I cannot agree to.
She nods.
Do not
It's
push your luck.
understandable. Yeah, no, it's understandable.
Don't push the luck.
She um she well he's tied up. It's not like he could like she could shake her hand or anything, right?
Right.
He's tied up.
He's tied up.
She's like, I will speak to the Baroness of this keep, and I'll tell her that you're very, very cooperative. Thanks to the information that you provided, we'll be able to hopefully rescue our. Well, I don't want to say companion. She's not our companion. We'll be able to. We'll be able to. We have a chance of recovering the war mage of this keep, and
Mm.
she gives him like a warrior salute, like out of respect. She nods her head and like she claps her like a shoulder. You know, and we'll until we meet again. And then she leaves. And once we leave, with the group, she'll debrief the party. She'll let the party know everything that went down between them. Well, some of the party already understood, like Luna. I don't think Adler was there because he was probably eating, but she'll tell Adler and everyone
Yeah, I
else
was upstairs
what went.
scavenging.
Yeah, she'll tell like the whole party upstairs, including the Baroness as well, everything that went down there. And that is a request that she makes of the Baroness to make sure that he's well taken care of. This could be potentially, she implores to the Baroness, this could be the potential future replacement to Red Eye. And maybe that might lead to peace.
Before you walk out, Hushak does say one thing. As you're walking out, he goes, you hear him say like one word,
Mhm.
and you recognize the word as more of a name. He says, you just hear him go, Hishk.
She goes,
Yes.
she gets like, she raises her eyebrow like a puzzled look. Ish?
Oh, Ah is one of our druids, wise, elder in their years. I've never called out Hishka on this, but I know Hishka very reluctant to serve Red Eye.
Bingo.
Should
That's
you
where we want to
s-
go. That's where we want it.
should you see and survive to meet Hishka, they are your best ally. Cannot speak for the others, but they serve Red Eye out of loyalty and fear.
She against says gives her appreciation. Thank you. It's good to know that we might have a potential ally there, and I will make sure to let her know that you're alive and well here. Perhaps if all works out well, we'll all come back, including her here, to advocate for your release. Wish us well.
Wait,
Again, she nods and then starts heading upstairs.
for Hishka
Oh,
is true spirit.
she's a druidess, right? A druid? Mm,
They are a druid. Yes,
probably
they are two
OP.
spirit.
Two spirits. All
Yeah,
right.
Sophia
So,
with her Sophia with her linguistics catches on to what Kushko was saying. He noticed that you were using the draconic term for for the gender of a female, but he kept like correcting Sophia
oh,
and saying putting they,
they. Oh,
and then he mentioned two spirit. So what he's implying, so since you got high linguistics, what
uh-huh.
the word that this lizard folk's using for his people is Hishka's a hermaphrodite.
Oh, interesting. Then she, at first oh, understood. Pardon my ignorance. I did not know that was possible. You learn something new every day. I've learned a lot from you, brave warrior. Till we meet again.
Just a minute.
She's now starts
It's like
going
he
up.
goes, "Hmm." And you hear a little growl, but it wasn't from his throat. It's from his stomach. That battle
So
has
now
made me famished.
yeah, we got
But
we got all the intel we need. We know when Red Eye is gonna pop up in a day or two, the location. So I guess the spellcasters that have the night to sleep, we heading out next day. Go to that place and set up an ambush.
as for the Baroness, her attitude's helpful. So you could take 10 on the diplomacy with her, and she's like, "All right, we'll treat the prisoner with respect." And you notice
Right.
you notice Sophia could easily see that she was feeling tense and uh like wasn't very happy with the request that was being made, but
She'll roll that
she
diplomacy on
maintained yeah, that
her.
diplomacy.
She'll roll that diplomacy on her too.
So the respect she has for Sophia's grace and charm, and and the fact that she wants to, she's putting her emotions aside and maintaining her nobility. Uh, some professionalism. He she agrees with Sophia. She's like, we will do so. Um, she's like, we will do so until your return, or we will see what's. But yeah, until your return, she says, for as long as Kushak is even needed there, pretty much. But in case you don't return, but
Yeah, well,
um, and then
that's fair.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, your group let her know that Delphin's actually bringing more reinforcements to help out.
Right, right,
She was
right.
very you can tell
Mhm.
she was very happy to hear that.
She happy
And
about that. Yep.
so she feels relieved. You can tell she's relieved at that because in case you guys are gone and like lizard folk decide to attack again, they'll have they'll have not only more reinforcements, but they'll have another wizard there too.
Right.
'Cause they had a war
Yeah.
mage, but she got captured.
Dolphin.
So Delphin
Dolphin
will
is
be
no
able to
joke.
be
That dude got
replace her.
fireball. That dude got fireball. They good.
All right, so since we're about to call it a night, Adler summons
Are we? Oh,
Pale
in the
Lady.
game, you mean?
In the game.
Yeah, in the game, yeah.
I don't like that. We
Um,
still got an hour.
Adler summons Pale Lady, and I guess that's when
And she comes back at half hit points.
yeah, I guess that's Lucian's mealtime
Mhm.
as well.
Oh, mealtime.
I'm
Hold up. I actually counted the fucking days. Well, now I have a now I know to counted the days so I can keep
oh.
exactly what date his feeding is coming up. It is
Mm.
alien. It is the second day of the first ride of the month of Alien, also known as the Fading. It is the ninth month of the year 1374 Dale Reckoning, aka our basically September, the month of September. The phase of the moon is a waxing crescent, and feeding is not for another on Alien the Sick. So he still has 4 more days before he has to feed
Okay.
again.
Okay.
As
You
for
still got.
Roth, by the way, I remember you passed your survival check as to what the weather may be for the next day. Um,
Yeah, he did.
he um with his skill in the outdoors that he has learned and studied from his childhood and being raised in his orc tribe and all the necessary skills for survival and for knowing weather patterns from through his vision, through even the feel of the wind and the smell in the air, he was able to tell that it's going to be a heavy rain tomorrow, and it's also going to
Mm.
be a high humidity of heat. It is still summer. It is towards the end of summer, and it feels like summer is trying to go out literally in a blaze before autumn sets in. At least in this region.
Mm.
Before we go to sleep, then Roth says, "Someone get us a map."
Um,
Yells it out to the guards or whatever.
yeah, they get you guys a
Then
map of the
grabs a map,
of
brings that back to
Lizard
Ophelia and
Marsh.
says, "Make him draw it. Where is Red Eye?
Okay.
Tomorrow the rain will destroy all the tracks."
Oh, the map has the location of where his tribe would be lairing, of the Twisted Lair tribe. It's on the
Oh,
map.
it's on
Oh,
the
okay.
perfect. Perfect.
Alright. Alright.
We're good.
Yeah, it's a tribe that's not too far from the hold.
They got any spare horses?
Well, I wouldn't say too. Their horses were eaten,
Damn it.
were killed and partially
Um,
eaten.
I'm trying to get a horse and a
Okay.
lance, man. I'm trying to get a
Uh,
lance and a horse.
you guys want some
Uh,
horse meat? They got some of that now.
Nah, I don't want. I'm not
Uh,
trying to eat that crap. He's She freaking
Oh,
wearing heavy armor. We're not
Um,
in the open
yeah,
with
these
Gwenny.
soldiers are
Roth
not. I
eventually.
mean, they wanted to try
Need a horse
dinosaur
to move
meat, but they
around.
had to skip over that, and they ain't wasting the horse. So horses, there's 3 dead horses.
Man, they're famine here. I mean, they're like going hungry. They're trying to eat that dinosaur, trying to eat the horse.
Well, well,
They're
it's
learning from the lizard folk. I hope they don't eat people soon. Just like
Hmm.
the lizard folk, they eat
yeah,
everything.
I'm true. I mean, they
They
they do
probably eat
their
people.
waste not, want not. They try to make sure that they don't
Mhm.
have to. If they get
Do they eat lizard
if
folk?
they get readily available meat, um they won't have to use what they have stored in the hold.
The humans here, do they eat lizard
Mm.
folks?
You can ask around.
Nah, I'm not
I was
gonna.
gonna
I don't
say,
want to
so,
know.
so lizard folk eat each other and eat you. Have you tried lizard?
Sounds crazy.
All right.
They eat each other because they taste good. We're tasty. No offense.
One soldier's like, I did.
Oh shit.
They ate my friend's leg. I did this.
Gotta eat them.
And I did the same. That's the grizzled motherfucker in the corner with
Yeah.
the scar on his fucking the scar on his fucking chin, and his ear
That's the
missing.
mother.
That's
That's the
that
motherfucker that
motherfucker. That's that dude.
Yeah.
That's that guy.
everybody's watching that dude.
Yeah.
Everybody here
Everybody's
is level.
with they got
Everybody
their
here is
eyes
level
open for
2.
that
I'm
guy.
level fucking 3. This is why.
Damn, son,
Oh,
level
it's not.
3.
Oh
Damn,
shit.
that's dope.
I'm the one that hit that Ceratosphere.
Yeah, they gained that level, man. Got that level from that
It's
dinosaur.
that
Oh, he's feeling
motherfucker.
himself right now.
No,
Okay.
anyway, yeah. It's gonna be a hot day tomorrow. Probably for a little while, and it's a heavy rain. And Roth senses that the rain's probably gonna hit middle of the night and gonna probably go through the fucking morning.
Mm.
A heavy
So
rain.
we'll leave after the rain
It's a
then.
good game.
Heavy
It's a good
rain
game.
will reduce visibility to 1/4
We're
of
leaving
the
after the rain. You said it's over in the morning.
normal range, resulting. No, I'm just letting you know. It
Oh,
will result in a -6 penalty on perception. It will automatically extinguish any unprotected flames. It imposes a -6 penalty on ranged attacks.
damn.
Anyone looking to do some of that
And there's
shenanigans tomorrow?
will be an overcast of clouds due to the rain,
Fighting a heavy rain is no joke.
which will grant concealment to anything flying in the sky. Um,
Hmm.
Good thing Roth got that
so
survival
yeah,
check. Real.
it'll last. He knows it's coming. It's gonna be lasting through the morning. And
It's
so
not like I can prepare for it.
if your characters plan on waiting that out, you could.
Yep.
'Cause it's
Could
not
I
gonna
Nah,
just
be
could I
it's
if
not
we
gonna
summon
give
be
him,
could I summon Slim Man and just have him control weather and turn the rain off?
turn the rain off,
that's
turn the
only in a
faucet off.
is that only
'Cause
in
I
a
know
1,000-foot radius?
yeah.
We're traveling far though. How long does
Yeah,
it
Keep
last?
keep
Yeah.
casting.
it wouldn't last that long.
As for how
It lasts about
as for the journey,
6 minutes.
the journey is gonna be going into the lizard marsh. Because you guys are at the edges of it pretty much. Where's my where the fuck is it? Oh, it's up here. You'll be going into the lizard marsh. Um, it is
I need
20.
fixing for this post.
23 miles. What's the fastest?
Oh, that's far.
That is.
Fastest speed here is 20 feet, right? Because of the armor. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was trying to get a horse so she could move faster.
Speed is 20 feet. You guys will be able to travel a mile an hour.
Damn. So it's gonna
However,
take us 2 days to get there. Or three.
however, for every 4 hours, you can make a survival check, which I think Roth has the highest one here.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
Successful survival check every 4 hours will help you navigate a lot of the hazards and trailblaze, um, which will
Mm.
which will make your journey faster. It'll so basically you'll cover more ground. You'll cover another 2 miles worth.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, the travel is slow mainly because one, the terrain, it's marsh, So there's a lot of bogs, a lot of wet area, a lot of mud. Sometimes some trees. Sometimes there'll be trees and other undergrowth that's going to be in your way. You're probably going to have to, maneuver around it. There might be bogs that are a bit too deep. You don't want, and you probably don't even want to try to swim through that. You might want to go around and stay on dry land. Um, some bogs you have no choice but to go through. Some of them will be up to your ankles. Some of them up to your fucking waist. Because it's a wet area. Um,
Mm.
there are dangers to try and avoid. There's wildlife. There are, besides the dinosaurs, there are actually. Why am I saying all this when I fucking can just open this up and be like, show the players. There are giant monstrous frogs, lizards, giant vermin,
Mm.
mostly centipedes. Could be
Oh wow.
could be walking by and a big ass centipede comes around a tree. There's scourges,
Damn.
snake, constrictor snake, and even stories of will-o-wisps. There's harpies, possibly a few trolls. Some
Mm.
stories of some stories of a hag or two maybe.
This already.
Um, hydras are rare, but they're not unheard of. So there's stories of the other strange but more rare, creatures that, very slim chance you might
Black
bump
dragon.
into.
Black dragons.
Black dragons. But that's one of the rare category. You're not gonna like the chance of you bumping into a black dragon that's gonna want to fuck with you is very slim. Possible should you accidentally walk into an area that a black dragon has decided to stake claim over, but
One of the
um
sons of
Right.
the old father. The old father, Black Dragon from the last Adventure Path.
Yo, father.
um
Y'all don't remember the old father?
I don't.
other inhabitants, giant spiders, um
This Black
species,
Dragon was
different species of
he,
giant beetles.
he was into breeding with kobolds, I think, or something.
There's other, animals, there's crocodiles, wild dogs, badgers, sometimes even piranha. So yeah, be careful with some of those bogs. It might be some piranha in them motherfuckers.
Piranha. That's what. Oh shit.
Um,
Um,
All right, so we don't need to figure out what the whole jungle has in store, but
All right, go. Let's head out.
so
we ready
yeah,
to
and there's no
head out?
trail. There is no trail. Which is what also
Mhm.
slows your
Oh,
movement down. So that's why it's a mile an hour. With the
Mm.
with every 4 hours you can add an additional 2 miles that you traveled with successful survival check.
we're
mm,
gonna we,
so
we're gonna be trailblazing for a couple of days.
so when Alice summons Pale Lady, he only has one first level spell left. He uses it to do reconstitution, aka rejuvenate Elon. So that heals
Roll
8 points.
the healing.
I
Oh, you did
did.
roll the
It's
healing.
8.
8 points of healing. So she is at. She can only heal with. Edon's only heal with magic, right?
They're gonna rest.
Yeah,
I don't think they
they
heal.
don't they
They don't
don't
heal
heal
naturally,
naturally.
right?
No.
Okay, yeah.
Mm-mm.
I didn't think so. Where is she? Oh, there she is. I'm like, where is she? I have her. So she comes back at half hit points, 21, and she healed 8. So she's at 29.
What if you wait 24 hours to summon her? She always comes back with half HP. She never comes back with full HP.
Yeah, if she's quote unquote killed, um, uh, brought to 0 hit points, the Eidolon will when you call it back, it'll come back, but it'll come back at half hit points.
What happens if the Eidolon is not killed? Let's say she had like 20 HP left, right? And then you unsummon her, and then you call her back. Would it be at full HP or no?
No, it'll come back with whatever hit points it had before.
Uh,
But should it be taken down and you need your Eidolon back, it'll come back at half hit points. It won't come back at like 1 hit point.
Right, right.
He's at 29. Nine. Add what the heck? Adler is at full hit point. Luna need to. Well, she can do long term care, right? I think she can take 10 now on that.
Take 8, you mean?
She has take 8. That's right. Luna has to take 8. Even on a take, what's a heal? Oh, well, no, she would have to roll. Yep, she would have to roll. Well, no, she's still got a healer's kit. She's got 3 uses left on it. If she uses a healer's kit, then she can just take 10 because I think it's DC 20 for long-term care. Um, long-term care. Oh no, it's DC 15. Oh, she doesn't even need. That's DC 15. Oh, okay. So no, she could take 8. She could take 8 and be fine. And do long-term care on everyone, which is providing treating a wounded person for a day. Successful. The patient recovers hit points at twice the normal rate, so basically everybody can heal 12 for the night. Um, and she can attend to as many as 6 patients at a time. That's the whole party, pretty much, including. I don't think Mockdra's been wounded. No. So you basically got the whole party. Only problem is she can't long-term care cure herself, so she'll heal 6 hit points overnight. But the 12, Lucian will be at 53.
But that helped them out a lot.
Roth is at max. Sophia, yeah, this is Sophia at max. I'm sure Sophia would heal Luna before the.
Before, yeah, she
Yeah.
didn't use. Yeah, she'll top
So
her off
she'll just yeah.
the day before.
So yeah, pretty much everybody's um
Everyone should be at full HP.
heck, you could lay on hands per lady if you wanted to.
It works on her.
I believe so.
Yeah,
Right?
she
Yeah.
heals
Yeah.
from positive energy.
He heals from
Oh,
cures and positive
all
energy.
right. Yeah, she'll do that. Yeah, no problem. She'll top her off too
Yeah.
then.
Yeah. Yeah, she heals from
Because
yeah.
because Ophelia didn't use no lay on hands on the battle before, so
Right.
she has
So yeah,
she
you
has
could
Oh,
all
yeah,
her
that's
yeah,
charges.
dope.
you
That
could heal
works out
Yeah,
everybody for
perfectly
that.
then.
yeah.
Yeah,
She had
because
11 and
the spell Adler has is like a spell that only heals Eidolons.
mm-hmm.
Um,
Yeah. I ran out of magic, so
but
I
yeah,
can't cast it again.
but it does. But yeah, as you can see,
Unfortunately.
it heals more than like a regular cure. I think it's a D10 or some shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
1d10 plus 5.
Yeah.
Not bad.
And that's the lowest level version of it. It
Yeah.
scales up.
Yeah, they basically have like the cure spell versions, but it's all D10s.
Oh,
And it's for the
like your
Eidolon.
moderate version and
Yeah,
Hmm.
higher.
there's a 2D10 one and the 3D10 one.
Probably in the
All
future, it's
right.
a good idea to get a wand to be able to heal her.
So your characters
Yeah, I can make a
are
wand of it
topped off,
when I get some more
and
money.
you awaken in the morning, and you can hear that rain, just heavy, just beating on the stone of the hole and on the ground outside, and making
At least
your
we,
characters are aware it's gonna make their travel pretty wet and muddy when they
yeah, I know.
when they
And I thought,
when they start moving after the rain ends, which the rain did not end until midday, until high
at
sun,
least we had shelter. At least we had
until
shelter
noon.
though. In the
That shit
meantime, you had
rain. It
something.
rained for and actually
Actively.
the marsh is known for being
Rain.
very wet a lot and having a lot of rain. Especially it being. I mean, as you guys can see on the map, the marsh is right at the fucking right at the edge of the right at the coastline of the Sword Coast
So
itself.
close.
Despite how far north, despite the where it's located, which is pretty much in the northern region, it during the winter it doesn't even ice over. It can get cold, but it doesn't ice over.
Yeah, I was reading the description that you put there because it might be. They suspect it might be magic or something
Mm-hmm.
in the
Right.
water. Yeah, I was reading that. Yeah.
Yeah. Something's keeping the marsh
It turns
warmer than
even when
than.
it's frozen, it turns into slush instead. That's I
Mm-hmm.
remember the description.
So yeah, 'cause you don't really find a lot of marshes and swamps, up further north, really.
I gotta bow out.
Good night, bro.
Good night.
Have a good night, man.
Good luck. Good luck tomorrow. Kill that test.
For real.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Crash it.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
Indeed. Fuck it up. Intimidate it with like Roth.
that's right.
For real though.
Scare that test into submission.
That's right.
Right? Like
Dominate it.
I will. I will.
Dominate it.
You will give me this pass.
And don't forget to cast your guidance
He'll be
spell
like,
before you
you
cast
shall
guidance
let
first.
me
Definitely
pass.
guidance, right?
It'll be the opposite of
All right.
fucking Gandalf. You shall let me.
You shall let me pass. Good
For
night,
real.
y'all. Later.
Good
All
night.
right.
Peace.
So yeah, your character, obviously, Ruff is like, it's gonna rain, and your character's like, okay.
Rain,
And
rain.
he was right. Middle of the night, a lot of rain. You woke up in the morning, prepared your magic, got your gear going together, double checked, make sure you had everything packed and ready to go. Looked at the map. Um, you have your
By the way,
course
Lou,
set out.
Pale Lady still has that belt of teeth on.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on her. I thought I put it on the character sheet. Let me look. Maybe I put it on and I forgot to send the update.
Mm. I put it down here under my character's bio. That's where I'm keeping track of all his consumable stuff and like
Yeah, I didn't put it on
spells
her,
and whatnot that he used.
but it takes up his waist spot while she wears it. Okay.
Hmm.
Uh, fuck is her equipment?
I don't know, but she also has the wand and magic missile too.
Oh, there it is. Equipment. She has the necklace of fireballs, braces of armor +2, the wand of magic missile, and now the belt of many. Um, the rain went on for a while. That rain went on for a good 8 fucking hours. It was high sun midday
Damn.
before it finally stopped. And Roth was confident that the rest of the day would be, they don't have to worry about any rain for that day and night. You can see that the clouds they're starting to clear up. It's actually the clouds clear up enough where it is oh, I'm like, where's my fucking it's over here. So I have the day and time. It is now Aliens the third. Um, the cloud. It's just light clouds in the sky. After the rain passes over, it is hot. 97 degrees.
Damn, man. Heat exhaustion.
Yeah,
Man,
that's definitely another thing your characters are going to be
the
dealing with.
marshes.
Um,
Might take my plate mail off. I mean, she don't got plate mail on me.
so I'm gonna unmute. Yeah, very hot. A lot of it from the humidity.
I can't wait for fall. I thought we were done with summer weather.
You know, I rarely use the weather stuff, but it's fun when I do. Um, 91 to 110 degrees makes it hot. And this temperature, unprotected characters, you'll be needing to make some fortitude saves each hour, or take 1d4 non-lethal damage. And if you're wearing heavy clothing or any kind of armor, that's a -4 penalty on the save. However, protection against the heat of at least level 1 protection, such as from the heat endurance feat or carrying a parasol, you are safe at this temperature range and need not make the save. Baseline protection level against heat. Um,
What's the
with heat
DC?
endurance. The DC is 15,
Damn, that's high.
+1 for each previous check. So +1 for every DC 16 in the second hour, DC 17, etc., etc.
Is there any
Um,
parasol in the keep?
raw survival check can
Get us through the trees, maybe?
can
The
actually
survival check?
help um with saving throws.
Oh, word?
hmm Um, let me look at the DC for that. Yeah, Ross says it's gonna be this. It's like a heat wave that came through. Might last a few days, so it's not like they can wait out the heat.
Yeah, we don't have a choice. We have a deadline. Otherwise, we would have waited it out. But we got people to save.
Okay, we
I
got
hate, I
foraging,
hate, I,
tracking, no, not tracking, building makeshift tools, finding water, identifying or and movement penalties. Input direction, get them making a fire, predict weather. I already did that. Surviving severe weather. By making a DC 15 check and moving at half speed, he can grant a +2 fortitude saving throw against severe weather. For every point he succeeds above 15, he can grant this bonus to another person. So if he was to grant everybody there, it'd be what was there? 15 for himself, and then oh man. And then you got uh 4 other members in the party, Makja um and Pale Lady, unless Adela has her unsummoned, then he doesn't have to worry about her. 5, it'd be DC 21.
No, he summoned her from the night before we left. So, and that's how Savili was able to use lay on hands on Pale Lady to get her HP maxed out. So she would already be there.
So
So
DC
you said it was
22.
a 4-2 save DC 22.
No. Roth would need to make a survival DC 22 if he wants to give everybody a +2 bonus to the
Okay.
fortitude. Um,
what's his bonus to his survival?
his bonus to survival is +7.
Unless Luna uses her fortune hacks on him for the day.
Well, that would be for like an immediate check.
Oh,
This is he's spending the
that
day. He's spending this
the
day.
oh the check is for like
Yeah,
the whole day, pretty much.
yeah. The
All right.
check is for the whole travel time to.
Also, guidance wouldn't work either.
Yeah,
Like,
it'll last. If he succeeds at this check, it'll last 24 hours of with everybody getting this bonus. I don't know if anybody wants to roll for him, but honestly, he does say, I mean, if the group, Roth does point out that they got a choice. Um, deal with the heat or travel by night instead.
Travel by night. We don't sleep.
I mean, we're the night watch.
Yeah.
I mean, goes in the theme there. I mean, we might as well leave at night then, or I guess in the evening, not midnight, like when the sun is down. Like what would that be? Like
Yeah,
6
in the
p.m.
evening. Yeah, because
Well, that's only 6 more hours, so let's just leave it the evening.
that'll drop the temperature. The temperature will drop at night enough to where
Right.
the characters
And,
won't have to
and
make these checks.
and then we'll camp during the day. During the day, we'll find a canopy tree, whatever. He could use a
Oh
survival
yeah.
check to make shelter for us. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. We'll go with Plan B. We'll leave in the evening. At least the scouts could see at night. Roth, Mokja, Lucian, and Sophelia, and then the spellcaster, if needed be, they also have the light spell. If we need a, I think only Luna and Adler don't have night vision, right?
Yeah. I don't have
Roth
no
has
night
Roth
vision.
has Roth has crazy dark vision. I think his dark vision goes all the way out to like 120 feet. That's very rare because everyone else usually has 60 feet or lower.
Mm-hmm.
So he could spot if we all in the darkness. Roth could spot anyone out before anyone could even spot us first because he got 120 feet
Mhm.
dark vision. We haven't utilized that yet, but that's a talent that he has. Yeah, because even dwarves, it's only 60 foot, and orcs as well. This dude got 120 foot.
Hmm.
That's actually an asset. And I know Luna has
Uh,
dark. Luna has dark based magic. She'll excel in the darkness.
there we go. Okay. Darkness. Unless the explorer has dark vision or another ability to see in darkness. Oh, that's for exploration checks. Not exploration. I'm looking. There we go. Um, just trying to check. Okay, so the group having light and dark vision at night, it won't slow your speed down. The speed will be the same for travel. Okay. For some reason I thought I remember reading traveling at night would be slower, but I must have been thinking about something else. Um, I guess if you were traveling at night with I think it was if you were traveling at night the best you had was dim lighting. I think it slowed it down,
Like torches.
but it's a waxing crescent moon, so there's some a little bit of moonlight. Plus, you got groups that have light sources and dark vision and low light vision, so the speed will remain the same. But instead of traveling during the day, your characters will be traveling at night.
Mm-hmm.
To take advantage of the
Roth got 120 feet dark vision.
yeah, he's got that
That's pretty.
too.
That's godlike.
So you begin your night journey.
Mm-hmm. The night watch.
As
The
simple as
night
that.
watch. Oh, we living up to our name now. We're actually adventuring at night.
Right.
The night watch. So iconic.
And Roth,
We got a vampire in our group too. Like, yeah, take out that fangs. That somebody comes in. I could already see Lucian middle of the night.
all
Somebody
right.
try to like jump us.
Somebody want
He'll pull out his fangs, intimidate.
actually no. Roth could take 10 on this. Um, Civilian needs to be DC 15 every 4 hours. Okay.
For what?
Your group traveled 8 miles, and then he passed the. He helped the group trailblaze a bit. Uh, Twice during that 8 hours of travel. So that means your group will have traveled 12 miles out of the 23.
Not bad. Not bad.
If the question is, Roth would look to the group and be like, "Do we wish? Do we wish
Do we what?
to force march or no?" Because you can force march if you wanted to squeeze more mileage in there. That's up to the group. It's a group consensus. Um, a forced march is for every hour you continue to travel past that initial 8, um, you cover more ground, but at you would have to make a Constitution check per extra hour,
Mm.
starting at DC 10. If you fail, what happens is the character will take 1d6 non-lethal damage and is considered fatigued.
We could probably do an extra hour or two of force march, depending how everyone fares with the 42 save.
Yeah.
If
I
more,
don't
yeah.
think I don't think Luda's gonna do too well on fort saves.
Can you take 10 on ability checks? I think you can.
Is it an ability check or 42 save?
It's a Constitution.
Oh, it's Constitution, so it's not even like a 42 save. Oh, that means any of us could fail that.
Oh,
Mhm.
it's only for skill checks. Can't take
Oh,
10 on
yeah.
ability
That
check.
means I can't even use divine grace for that. Then even
Oh,
Sophia will probably fail.
oh, okay, there it is. The normal take 10 and take 20 rules apply for ability check. Okay, yeah, I thought so. That's why, yeah, obviously, yeah, because of the strength checks from breaking doors down and shit.
Mm. All right.
Actually, yeah.
So the
Nobody here. Well, there's one person here with a with a penalty to their constitution, I think.
damn, really?
Oh no, that's the strength. I'm thinking of the wrong score.
I was about to say, like, man, that's kind of reckless.
No, I think everybody here is good on constitution. You can actually take 10 and get an extra hour in there.
Yeah,
Because
let's
because
do
the
it.
first DC is at 10. So
Yeah, so that's
and your
automatic
characters
pass,
are
right?
like 13 miles of travel on the automatic pass. I guess the question is, do you want to DC 12 the second hour, which I know half the group here probably can take 10 and pass on that. Um,
Mm.
Yeah, I could pass that one too.
I think
Taking 10.
looks like Roth, Sophia, and Adler.
Mm.
Let's see. Yeah, Roth, Sophia, and Adler, Mockjaw. All those can easily do a second hour. It's gonna be Sophia. I mean, not Sophia, Luna, and Lucian that would need to roll. And I guess Roth would pretty much say, well, let's push another hour, and if
If
and
anyone
stop.
gets
We'll
tired,
push
then we'll
another
stop.
hour. Yeah, yeah, pretty much push
Mhm.
another hour. Somebody gets tired, then we'll just stop and rest right there.
So they can
Mm.
catch their breath. Yeah,
Right.
sounds good. She's down with that too. So
Um.
Luchin and Luna, roll your saving throw. Not saving throw, ability check.
Yep. Constitution. So
10 plus
1d20 for
Constitution.
Luna and 1d20 for Lucian, and it's just those two, right? Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Lucian is definitely tired.
Lucian is tired. What?
He like, yo, not used to this. Oh, Luna fell too. All
Yeah,
right.
they both failed.
Well, at least we got that extra hour there. That's what, 13 hours?
Yep. Um.
We got 13 hours.
So
Time to
Lucian takes 1 point of non-lethal damage and is fatigued, and Luna takes 5 non-lethal damage and is fatigued. That fatigue will go away by eliminating the non-lethal damage. which can only be takes when the character takes any
Rest,
yeah,
rest.
from resting, yeah. Has to be from resting. Yeah, so let me add another mind character. Miles. That first day through the marsh. It was during night.
We're over halfway there, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like what, 7 in the morning now? Wait, it was 13 hours, right? From six to
Well, yeah, I'd
seven,
say yeah, if your characters went let's say during the
six to
evening
seven,
at like
6 to 7 in
seven,
the morning.
5 another five,
Yeah,
five,
yeah.
yeah.
So we
Yeah, so
we
that's 7 in the morning. Um,
foraging, setting camp.
okay, then I'll do that. Setting camp
Yeah,
where the heat comes rolling in and well actually no, I might have to roll for the heat on that one. But
we went to once we stopped foraging and all that, like we probably nearby trees maybe, so we could get shades. Start building a makeshift. I'm sure Rothway survivors could make a makeshift hut or a teepee or something.
Hmm.
during actually no, during the day, during the night. Okay, maybe if I switch it around. All right, your characters are setting up camp and to rest. And the day's beginning, and I'm gonna get some sleep. And group is fatigued. Um, everybody roll a perception check.
All right.
Perception. Perception check. Somebody got to roll for Ra and Mokja.
+7.
Attempting to sneak up on your camp as they
Pale lady.
pale lady. I'd say everybody noticed this. Luna, no, what's her perception? Oh, okay.
It's higher
Um,
than 8, Luna. Don't you got like
no,
Wisdom
no,
14?
she's got +0. It's -2 actually, but +0
Oh,
if Xanthus is near is because he grants her alertness feat.
oh, I thought you had like a higher wisdom or something.
Yeah,
I
no,
would.
she's in La La Land most of the time. Uh,
La La Land.
um, she didn't notice it. She's just looking through her book before trying to relax, trying to get ready, settled to go to sleep. The rest of the group, you're able to make out there was a small bog nearby, about 30 feet away from your site, and there's some undergrowth, but your character's able to notice that the undergrowth was moving, and you can make out scaly humanoid figures that had swam the from the
Hmm.
bog and is trying to sneak up on your group, much to their failure. Um, so you spot a group of lizard folk in that undergrowth. Um,
Lizard folk.
looking at your group. You can see that they're armed. They haven't made any attack. They realize they've been
Spotted.
They haven't made any attacks. But your group is all aware of them, except for Luna.
Mhm.
Do they have like any identifying marking to see if it's like the same tribe that we fought before, or or no? They don't usually have like signs for the tribes.
Yeah, no, they would have markings of some sort related to the tribe that they're. So um your characters are aware that the Red Eye tribe members all will paint like their one of their eyes with a red circle around the eye,
Mm.
or like a red there's like a red circular design
Hmm.
that'll be around their eye. Um, this group of lizard folk do not have that. Although I would roll knowledge local checks to see if your characters can make out.
We're no longer under the duchy of Daggerford, correct?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so Sophia would not know, and she don't have that knowledge. But she does ask, who has knowledge local? I think it was Lucian.
Yeah, they're just
Yeah, I have a knowledge local sword
So
coast.
Sophia
they're
goes to
just chilling in the undergrowth, just looking at your group, like as
Sophia
if they.
goes to Lucian. Lucian, do you recognize what tribe that symbol? Do you recognize what tribe they're hailed from?
Lucian's not sure.
Uh, nope. Lucius looks at the
You
markings.
know,
He's like, nah, I
they're not
haven't.
Red Eye tribe, but you don't know
They're
which
not.
other tribe
They're
they
not
are.
red eye. Could they
It,
be
yeah, could
twisted
be.
branch? I don't know.
Yep, it could be Twisted Branch. It could be another tribe. It could be and could be a tribe. Could be a group of lizard folk that are either just remaining neutral and don't really want to fuck with Red Eye or piss him off. But they stay out of his way, or it could be a group of lizard folk that fucking hate Red Eye and they're rebels.
Hmm.
They would be the lizard folk version of outcasts, bandit. They don't they're not a part of their community.
Hmm.
In which case, they could be helpful
Mm.
allies if they're convinced that you are
Right.
against, you're there to just only fuck with Red Eye and his shit. But Lucian's not sure. But he can see that they're not from the Red Eye tribe. But he can't
Got
make
it.
out what tribe they could be from, and
Thank you, Lucian.
whether or not they would be. But your group can see that they're not hostile, at least not yet.
Good. Sophia will speak up in Draconic. Greetings, fair folk. Question: are you all affiliated with the Red Eye tribe?
There's movement in the undergrowth as they realize that they've been
I will ill
spotted.
advise attacking us. Well armed, and we're prepared for any hostile provocation. Let's talk. Let's barter. Let's trade. Parley.
They
Trade or
roll
die.
roll a diplomacy.
Yeah.
Can I aid?
You'd have to be interacting alongside Sophia for about the same amount of time. Yeah, anybody aiding with diplomacies or intimidate, I gotta hear what your character's doing for at least about, in game
Okay,
time for about a minute. So
gotcha.
like, if you know what you want Lucian to say, you can play it out.
Pale lady slaps a tentacle on the floor, and when she does that, Atlas steps forward. His arms are folded over his chest. He leans out and he goes, "We see you, and you look tasty."
So the lizard folk reply to Sophia in Draconic as they call out and say,
I'm doing intimidate. I ain't doing no
they call
diplomacy.
out and they say, they start to like inch forward out of the undergrowth and towards your group. They don't look very friendly, and apparently, unfortunately, Sophia didn't much change their attitude. But at least she didn't. At least she didn't say anything that pissed them off enough to like want to be hostile. They're very unfriendly looking right now, and one of them goes, "You would be envoys for Red Eye. We cannot let you be." And another one nearby goes, "Yes, you might be actual allies of Red Eye. We cannot trust you."
She speaks up. No, on the contrary, we oppose them. If you are allied with Red Eye, then you are our enemy. If you aren't, then perhaps we could be allies.
We are of the Thundering Rain tribe. We are no allies of Red Eye.
We are the Night Watch, and we hail from the city of Daggerford. We are in pursuit to rescue one of our allies that are currently under Red Eye's possession. We mean no trouble.
Speak for
However,
yourself, Sophia.
however, we will reply in kind if you choose to attack us. How's that, Adler?
Oh, and yeah,
Um,
Alice says in Draconic Heels, I mean all the trouble that you see before you, and more. I'm debating letting you leave here alive. Maybe if you leave now, you'll be lucky to have your life that you have left in your bones.
If you truly are hostile towards Red Eye, it's no secret. We intend to attack them tomorrow. Why not join us? Or are you afraid of them?
with the diplomacy not working, it seems we've gone to intimidate. So who's moving the main intimidate?
No, that'll
Me,
be Mr. Vaughn over there. Let's do that good cop, bad cop.
yeah, and Pale Lady is going to do 8 on that one.
All right, roll
I'll
her
aid.
aid.
So Philip will aid another on. Who's doing intimidate?
Adler
Adler.
mainly.
So Philia could, since she's interacting also, she could aid another, correct?
So
If
this is
if she's switching over to like intimidating, yeah. I mean, it sounded like she was for a little bit there. So yeah, you can roll.
Or was it diplo? Or she'll let.
Well, in the
Oh,
beginning it was
she'll let.
diplomacy, but
Yeah,
as you realize that their attitude didn't change,
yeah,
yeah, she was getting more like, yeah, okay, if you're gonna mess with us, it's not gonna end
yeah.
well. Like,
So right, she is doing that. So she'll aid Adler because that's not really her forte.
that's Pale
11
Lady's 8
goes
other.
8 against some +2, and then Sophia, so +4. You got +14 to your intimidate right now.
Plus 14. All right. So 1d20 plus 14. Bam. So as Adler steps forward with his arms
So
folded, you
yeah,
feel his presence. There's like a weird, like the weird sounds that accompany him as part of his flaw. They intensify, and you can almost feel like the weight of his personality, of his presence, kind of like an aura kind of coming off of him. And Pale Lady looms directly behind him with all her tentacles like spread out, so that it has like this appearance almost of like an evil or like odd looking sun that like is like behind him as he approaches them with his arms folded. And she's letting off this chittering kind of sound, like bones scraping against each other.
He means what he says. If you're not gonna help us, take his advice and leave while you can. That's her
I've
aid
ch-
right there.
I've changed my mind.
so
I've changed my mind. Now you have no choice but to aid.
so all right. So the as the lizard folk were like steadily creeping a bit forward, but not like outright attacking, they were just coming more forward, like sizing your characters up. Like they all freeze when like Adler stepped forward and and then the pale lady backing them up with with the intimidate, and then Sophia's making her remarks and standing there with her presence. The three of them are just like, and like they all freeze, and like you can even see a couple of them like even start to like twitch a step back a bit, and then they start to look between each other, and then they one of them looks over and is like, uh okay. um what was it that was mainly requested?
Oh, Adler. Originally, he was saying he wanted them to go away, but then he changed his mind and said now they have no choice but to help.
Oh, okay. So they go, no, no, we will leave. Do not wish to help.
You are mistaken. I'm not asking for what you wish. I'm telling you what you're going to do. Haven't I made myself clear?
They start like stepping back. Yeah, they look like they're just gonna withdraw as they're going back towards the bog that they just swam out.
They're going back. Submerge, submerge.
They're like, we better not see you in our lands here again. They like start to book it.
Whoa.
The pale lady goes to surge forward, and Adler holds up a hand. He goes,
You see that they dive into the water all, and then like you just there's like as soon as they get to the water, that water like it just ripples. As they all had dived in, and then it just becomes perfectly still.
Those folks like dimension door out of this. Like,
It's like, and then like
Pale
you can
lady, pale
yeah.
lady's head snaps around, and she goes, "You let them get away." And Adler goes, "What's the term that you like to use?" Ah, yes, lesser life forms. We have better things to do.
I agree. They're not worth our time.
So, Sophia, I'm still curious. While I was trying to find food last night, I heard you and Roth doing a whole lot of talking downstairs. I couldn't make it out, but one thing I was definitely certain of, I didn't hear anything in regards to the green worms. Isn't that the reason why we're out here?
Exactly. That's why we have to rescue Marissa. She's the one that has the information regarding the green worm.
See, no,
That is
yeah.
the purpose of our quest.
Mm.
That is the main purpose of our quest, the green worm. But we have to rescue the war mage to get, for her to get us the information that we need.
Mm-hmm.
But what if she's already dead?
Then we'll have
We have to find out.
inform Delphin and ask for his counsel to see what he suggests next. Him and Lady Elgita.
Well, doesn't Roth worship Kalimvor? How come he doesn't have some sort of magic ability to talk to dead things?
She looks at Roth, expecting him to respond to his inquiry. Oh, I guess we're all looking at Roth. I can't speak for Roth, but our mission is as clear as day. We need to rescue this war mage, and we'll get the answers we seek.
It's taking forever. And it's hot
Not
and it's muddy
muddy
and there's
scary.
mosquitoes everywhere. And they
I
keep
understand.
flying in my eyes and flying in my nose. It's so annoying. Stupid
Ah,
lizard people.
as you have witnessed firsthand, being an adventurer, it's not a easy life, but not everyone can do it. But you have the perseverance and the fortitude and strength to be able to do this sort of work, while others will not have the mettle. I believe in
Oh,
you, Mr. Varn.
well,
You'll be okay.
my
You'll t-
soggy feet are getting blistered, so I don't know what you're talking about with this persistent stuff.
she goes like a few sores, mosquito bites is not enough to take down the great saucer summoner extraordinaire, Adler Varn.
You got that right. And he takes out his wand and he starts randomly kind of just practicing teleporting like party members.
Fuck. How many charges he uses from that?
I used about 10,
Damn.
Marcina. I keep on forgetting her name. Marcina. I have it written down here too.
40 charges.
Pissing gold in the wind. No.
Yeah, man. He's just having fun. That's what magic is for. At least for us, according to him, anyway.
Yeah, even teleporting everybody, dimension hopping them
Mm,
10 feet every charge.
trying to make this go as quickly as possible. It's just teleport people 10 feet up. Like, let's go. Let's go. No
Um,
stragglers.
So let's go over the maps. So Rob, how far away are we from our destination? How many miles?
the he said another 9 miles. He said
Okay.
we could
So
make it there. He goes, if we rest today, wait till night, we can travel 9 hours and we can choose to either get to this go we can choose to yeah, because your character can travel to 8 hours and then push the other hour and everybody can pass that check on a take 10. Um and boom, you'll be in the vicinity of their lair. So he's like, the question is, do we want to go there under the cover of night, or do we want to go to their lair while there's light
well,
outside? Lizard
well,
folk
by
do
the time,
not
but
have
they don't have dark vision. It'll be to our
yeah,
advantage
lizard folk
for
do
us to
not
go.
have dark vision. I think they have, is it low light?
Do they have low light?
I don't even think they got low light. Let me look.
Damn.
They got
Damn, they
So
got
much
yoked.
for having the eyes of actual lizards.
I know they got yoked.
These
Almost
lizards have like heat vision, you know what I'm saying? They got like infrared. They can see heat.
It will be advantageous for us to go in at the crack of dawn at 3 in the morning. We'll be there.
Yeah, they
Um,
don't have. They got normal vision. They don't got low light or dark vision.
they have a much vast forces than we do.
At least the
Plus,
common lizard folk. There's
right,
other species
other species.
of lizard folk. Some that can
Yeah.
swim really good. Some that are tougher,
What
and
during the
some that are
day?
bigger, and some that actually might have low light vision or even dark vision. But
She asked the group, listen, folks, are they normally nocturnal or do they usually operate during the day?
they are during the day. There's not much they can do at night. They don't have the vision for it.
That works to our advantage then. We
Yep,
will, we
most
will, in,
definitely does.
we will
Yeah.
infiltrate. We will infiltrate their facility around 3, or the equivalent for Iranian 3 a.m. We'll be right there.
The only physical likeness that they have when it comes to lizards is their tails help with their balance and swimming,
Right.
and they can hold their breath for a very long time.
We're
So
not sure how large the force.
they're well adapted to um with swimming. They're like the swimming type of lizard folk.
So they're good
There
in
are
marshes
there
and
are
water.
stories of lizard folk out there. You know, different types, different groups. Some have like a chameleon like hide, which makes them like stealth better. Some
Right.
lizard folk are like with
Alternate racial features.
yeah, with alternate racial basically. But
Yeah.
the most common lizard folk um here in the lizard marshes they're just gonna be good. You know, they're just gonna have good balance in swimming, and they can hold their breath a long time. They don't got anything other special features.
Got it.
So night. He's like, yeah. Well, he's like, yeah. Under the
Well,
cover of night. Although,
yeah,
yeah, under the cover at night, which he's like, Roth is like, you'll need to follow me,
of
um,
course.
closely. He says this to the ones that don't have dark vision, because the lights are gonna need to go out.
Yeah, we cannot. We don't know how large the forces are. For all we know, they might have an army of hundreds of lizard folk. So we don't know. So we have to infiltrate. I don't personally like sneaking around, to be honest, but uh, just because of that, how do I say it? Pet peeve. I'm not gonna jeopardize this mission. The mission comes first. So we need to infiltrate. Once we're in there, we could get a better assessment of what's going on and what we're up against.
Let's see.
Is there any what say everyone? Is this a sound plan? Any objections?
We attack at night. Who would object to that?
Oh, we are the night watch after all. All right, so it looks like we have a consensus. I don't see no one objection.
Yeah,
So that's what
that's
we're
good.
doing. Sounds good. We're ready. Let's once unless any further encounter during the day, we're heading out 6 p.m. and we should be there around 3 in the morning.
We will stop it there and continue next week.
Roger
Mhm.
that.
All
GG's.
right. GG's, fellas. Good
We
game.
got a lot. We got a lot done today. Good game, everyone.
Word. Man. GG's.
The next part begins.
Ah, yes. The whatchamacallit. Yeah. I mean, the only thing your characters would have to be careful of is any random encounters between now and fucking
Yeah, running
and when you
encounter.
get there.
I'm trying to avoid as many.
You had one already and managed to avoid that
I
one.
know. I know. I'm trying to avoid as much as possible so we could be a tip top so our mages don't use their spell slots. Trying to get there in one piece. If anything, it should be melee people going out there so we could conserve our resources. Because we don't know how long this arc is going to be, man. This could be like do Flamingo arc or some shit. Nah.
Yeah.
Or Baroque works. Baroque works with
He
crocodile.
said the Baroque work crocodile. There are crocodiles in these marshes. One of those
Yeah, there
lizard.
you go.
One of the lizard folk. Which one was it? One of them is the hunter with a crocodile animal companion. So
Yeah.
Man.
Hopefully not one arc though. That shit took 6 years.
Wano, yeah, it was 4 years.
My God,
That
four
shit was
years.
4 years.
Yeah,
They said they were comparing that arc. They said they were comparing that arc to like the length of other anime series.
I know. I thought Dress
They
Russell
said
was long.
They were like,
I,
yo, the Wano arc alone was longer than DBZ. They said that arc was
that's
longer
crazy.
than Naruto before Shippuden, just regular Naruto. They said that shit was longer than that.
Yo, speaking of anime, do any of you guys have like like a website that I could see Thousand Year Blood War on?
I
Oh my,
actually do.
you
I'll
know
send
who
it
you're
to you.
talking to, man? You're talking to the internet pirate king, the
Like I
internet
have it
pirate
here
king. I'm the pirate king of the internet.
for
There's
real.
there's
Yeah.
there's there's quite a few sites. I would recommend making sure you put Hey, you know what? I'm gonna make sure you have what do you use as your browser? Chrome?
There's the one I use,
Yeah.
Matt. Matt, that's the site I use. One Piece
And a
is
what?
there. Yeah, I also watch Goblin Slayer. Everything is there. Bleach. Even the latest Attack on Titan. I saw it from there. Very good resolution too. Everything.
I watch all my anime on Crunchyroll, but as you already know, they don't have access to Bleach because of Hulu and shit. So
Mm.
I would
I used to have a Crunchyroll membership, but I
wait,
don't not anymore.
which website you use?
This one,
I pay for Crunchyroll.
Anime Watch dot two.
Oh, AnyWatch? Yeah, because
Yeah, Anime Watch.
it used to be Zoro TO, right?
Sorrow TO, yeah, but it's
Yeah, Zoro, yeah.
there's
Then they
like
got
the new Sorrow TO, yeah,
it,
they
yeah,
got Sorrow TO got TO.
it's like the replacement for Zoro TO. Because
Yeah,
I used to go to Zoro TO all the
yeah,
time, and then
me too,
they
me
had
too.
to shut down. It's like
Yeah, no,
then you
use
gotta
that one,
you
Lou. That's
yeah,
like Sorrow
no, yeah,
TO.
that's what I do. I go online. I'm like, okay, what's the alternative to Zoroto? And then there'll be a Reddit forum that's like, here, go
My
here. And
my son is always
I
up
go
to
to
date with those.
AnyWatch.
I just be asking him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
first
I
one I saw
see it.
was
Okay.
AnyWatch. Um,
All right, cool.
all right, here,
There you
Matt.
go, man.
Make sure you
I used it on Brave browser. I used the Brave browser.
I'm gonna send it to you on WhatsApp.
On WhatsApp.
Make sure you get that extension for Chrome. It's called AdBlock.
Okay.
That'll help stop like the fucking pop-ups. 'Cause those
I
sites.
don't I don't get no pop-ups though. I
What?
use Brave though. No, because I use Brave.
Oh, you
Brave
use
has no pop-up.
Brave. Yeah,
I would download Brave browser. It's pretty
You
good.
could use a different. Yeah,
It
you could
blocks
do
all
a
that crap.
Brave browser instead, and
Yeah,
just use that
that's what I
browser
use.
for.
Hmm.
I use Google, but I have an ad block extension because those
Well, that
sites
works too. Yeah.
because they gotta maintain their fucking site somehow. They got pop-ups like every click like you click on the
Right.
fucking thing, pop up. You gotta close the pop up.
Yeah.
Click on play, pop up. You gotta
Bra-
close the pop up.
yeah.
Click play again.
Mm.
Brave is awesome because it just automatically blocks everything, any pop-up, whatever. I didn't even know they had like pop-ups because I'm not because I'm always using Brave.
Yeah, those sites have, they have to if they want to get the revenue to fucking keep the site going. But
Hmm.
it's fucking annoying as hell if you don't got a pop-up blocker.
Ad block. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you're sitting there closing like 3 or 4 pop-ups before you can finally hit play and finally start.
Mm.
And then I've been at sites where I want to just change the fucking I want to full screen it. I go to click full screen, a fucking another pop-up. I'm like, God damn, I gotta close the pop-up just to full screen it. It's like you motherfucker. One time I wanted to change the volume on it. A pop-up came up. I'm like, I'm trying to change
Damn.
the fucking volume.
Damn.
Shit had me dying. I was like, fuck this. I need a pop-up blocker. And I was using Chrome, and they have an extension way ad block that helps. Yeah, AnyWatch, like Pachara, that's the one I use.
Damn. Well,
I
thank you
use that
guys
one
for that, man.
also. And if
You're welcome.
AnyWatch ever goes down, because that's the thing about it's like the
There'll be another
fucking
one that replaces it.
right. There'll be
Because
another one.
this was Sorrow TO before. Then before Sorrow TO, it was Sorrow TO for a long time. Then it was something else. Because eventually they'll come shut it down, but then they'll just move their stuff to a different
Right.
domain
It's like
all the
it's like
time.
it's
Yeah.
it's like at
Good
the
luck
con. It's
wiping
like
out
at
the
the
trash.
it's like the carnival with the whack. It's like whack-a-mole. These
Whack-a-mole, right?
they
They'll
take one
knock
site
one out,
down and
two
another
more
one
open.
pops up. So
Yeah.
yeah, two more will fucking be somewhere else. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
whatever.
It benefits the rest of us, so I ain't complaining.
These motherfuckers, they're smart. They have mirrors. They
Yeah.
have mirror sites where
Yeah.
it's like they have
Yeah.
everything they have on a site, they have it completely copied and mirrored at another fucking server location in another fucking country. So
Mm.
Right.
if they
Right.
get raided or if they get shut down, it's like, okay, click. No, it'll be fucking, I don't know, some country in South America or somewhere in fucking in Germany or whatever, and there'll be a mirror site over there in Russia, whatever, and it's like, oh, same site for all the same shit, probably under a different name, but it's a mirror site.
Mm.
So yeah, if any watch ever goes down, we'll just be like, here, Matt,
Here's the next one.
here's the next one.
Yeah. Yeah, between Oyola and my son, I'm always cool. I'm always,
Right.
I'm always up to date with anime
And
sites.
any watch is cool because you can watch this shit in 1080. They'll upload the
Oh
shit
yeah,
in
they got
like
1080.
Really?
a high
Yeah, they
quality.
got
Yeah.
1080. I
You
be
might
watching in
have to.
1080.
I don't know if it'll
Yep.
automatically put it to 1080. You'll just have to
It doesn't
freaking.
automatically. You have to put it, but once you put it, it
Yeah.
stays there. But then if you leave the
Okay.
site and
Yeah.
come back, you have to put it again. Yeah.
Sometimes. Yeah. Sometimes they'll throw you on 420
What it'll do? Let's say you start watching the series, right?
or
You put on
480.
1080.
480. I
While
mean.
you while you keep watching it, or just go to 1080. Like let's say you like spam, not spam, binging it, right?
Mhm.
The next one, it'll start. The next one will automatically start. It'll be on 1080. But
Yeah.
if you move to another anime and then come back to it, it might reset to 780. But that's a minor inconvenience. It takes less than 2-3 seconds to
Yeah.
switch it. Yeah, but listen, they have so many titles there. They even got like old school animes, like from
Oh
the
hell yeah.
70s, 80s,
Hell yeah.
90s. Yeah, they have a lot. Like, yes, they have a tremendous library.
But there you go. Got all the anime you fucking, even the ones that aren't even on Crunchyroll and Hulu.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, because Crunchyroll doesn't have all of them either,
Even
or
even
even.
the ones, even I tell you what, fucking some anime I hate watching on fucking Netflix. Um, cause some of that shit's censored. I'm like, what?
Oh,
Hulu,
really?
Hulu,
Netflix
Hulu,
censorship?
Hulu
Hulu
has
does the
some
same
censored.
too.
Hulu
Hulu
does the
censors
same
all the
thing
anime
too.
too.
I
Yeah,
was
Hulu
Oh,
censors.
really?
yeah, cause
Yep,
I'm watching
Hulu censors.
I
Mhm.
found that out about Hulu because
That's
I
why I
was
don't watch anime
watching.
on Hulu.
Yeah, I don't watch it on Hulu or sometimes Netflix. Not all the anime on Netflix is censored, but
Right.
like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is fucking. Some of that shit is fucking censored on Netflix. I had
Wow.
to go to a pirate site and stream it from there to watch it uncensored. They would censor like some of the gore, and I'm like the one scene they censored was he grabbed this woman's head and squeezed her head and her eyeball fucking popped and like popped out of its socket. And if you watch it
Mm.
on Netflix, completely like it's black. It's got that like that black like cover over it that
Wow.
to like blur out like what he just did. But I'm like, I when I first saw that, I'm like, that looks like a censorship bar. So I found JoJo's Bizarre Adventure on another website and I watched it off of there and it was I was like, okay, I'm not watching JoJo on fucking Netflix. I'm gonna watch this shit on. And then Tokyo Ghoul was the other one. I was watching Tokyo Ghoul uncensored, and I didn't even know it, because like at the when Maggie was living here, she
Mhm.
was watching it. So we watched an episode with her, but she's like, oh, it's on Hulu. So we're like, all right, well, so instead of me downloading it or let me let's watch it off of Hulu. Watching off of Hulu, and that scene where they get to that little girl and she's eating the heart on the fucking dinner plate.
Uh-huh.
The dinner plate had that black cover right over it. Like you couldn't see
Wow.
what she was eating. I'm like, that's censored. And Maggie's looking at me like, huh? I'm like, I censored this on Hulu. She's like, really? I'm like, yeah, she's supposed to be eating a fucking heart on the plate. I'm like,
They also in Hulu. I forgot what anime it was because I've seen it before on censor and then censor on Hulu, and like certain scenes they will cut, and you would not even
Yeah,
know that they cut
you
certain
wouldn't
scenes.
know.
You would not even know that they cut it because they edit it, cut it, and you don't even know that you're
Right?
missing
Yep.
certain scenes.
That's why I'd
Yeah,
rather just
It's
watch. I've been watching most anime on fucking streaming sites, pirated streaming sites, because you watch it on the
yeah,
official sites, and they fucking edit it. I'm
yeah,
sitting here like, you got fucking rated R and
yeah,
partial
yeah.
porn, partial porn shit on
Yeah,
here, but you're gonna censor anime? What?
right, right, right,
Right.
right. It's like Goblin Slayer. I would never watch that. Like if they
There's a
had like a
there's
Netflix or whatever, I wouldn't watch it
I
there.
don't know if it
I'll
was a
watch it here.
I don't even know if it was a movie or a show, but they had something on Netflix. I don't even remember the name. Straight up, first 2 minutes in the fuck. I was told this by somebody when I was playing, or some people that I knew when I was playing Overwatch. They were like, man, they got porn on Netflix. I'm like, what? They were like, yeah, this is they told me the name. They're like, if you go to like first 2 minutes, they're like
What?
full out, just like fingering and fucking each other, and I was like,
Wow.
get the fuck out of here. I was like, what's the name of it? They told me the name, and then they weren't kidding. There was some hard, like, it wasn't like full on porn, but it might as well be like light porn, because they were going in, and I was just like, this is
That's
on Netflix?
crazy. I on
This where the fuck
Netflix?
this is? I
Which
forgot the
movie? Which
name of it.
movie?
I forgot the fucking name, but
Was the protagonist like a woman and had to do like with a woman?
I think the first 2 minutes it was like a man and a woman. They were in bed and they were just going at it, and there was a lot of nudity, and it was like you could clearly, like, you knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
But
I, I remember I
I was
remember there was
like,
a movie. I remember there was a movie that came out on Netflix.
you
Is it
couldn't
Netflix?
see
A couple of years ago?
penetration, but it was basically light
Yeah.
porn. I was like,
No,
I was
no, there was one that
surprised.
Mm.
was very. It was one that was very wild. I think it was on Netflix. I want to say it was called Nymphomania, and I'm like, whoa, it was very like
Oh,
graphic. Like
Nymphomaniac.
this
Yeah,
woman, yeah,
I
she
heard
was like
about that
addicted.
one.
She was like addicted to
Yeah,
sex.
no, that's not on
Oh,
Netflix.
and
I
they.
forgot what that
Oh,
was
I mean,
on,
she
but
was
it's a
doing like
movie.
everything
It's like a
there. I mean,
two-part movie.
it was a
Yeah,
2-part movie, and I saw both. I'm like, whoa, what the?
they
This is
yeah.
like soft porn, pretty much. I'm like, what the?
I think it was a
Yeah,
French. It's a French. Wasn't it French directed? The French movie or something like that. I think so.
People always
possible.
blame the French for fucking movies like that.
Yeah,
I think
But
it.
it's
No,
true
but
though. They
seriously, I think
always
this
make
was
movies like
French.
yeah,
that.
I'm pretty sure it was.
They
yeah.
forever making fucking foreign films like that, French people.
Mhm.
But um, but yeah,
But yeah,
I just
but
watched that
they
shit
be
on fucking.
censoring animes, but
They
not
be
movies
censoring
like
the
that. That are
anime.
actually those are actually live action actors
That's what's
actually
driving.
doing the
That's what I'm
deed.
saying. I'm like,
They look real, like they look like real. Like I'm
you
like, what?
got this shit on Netflix,
And then
but
anime, little blood, whatever,
yeah,
decapitating head, you censoring it.
you're
What?
gonna censor JoJo, which has fucking vampires in it, and you're gonna censor the part that the vampires should be fucking doing. Okay,
You
fuck
know that
this.
it's fantasy. This vampires. Come on.
I'm gonna watch this on a streaming site. I tried to watch it legit, but y'all making me fucking, I'm like, yo, that
Right.
shit was crazy. I
Or or
hated that.
or
And then
or
Hulu did
or
the
at,
same thing.
at least that's what you do what they do on the Max on HBO Max. You could like basically put the rating where you could see adult stuff, so it's not censored. And then if you want to make a profile, let's say like for your children, then you could like put whatever restriction you want. Just PG-13 and below for whatever. That's what Netflix should do then. Like if they should have like adult accounts and then children accounts. But if you're an adult, don't be censoring my
For
stuff.
what?
I
Oh,
want to
for
see like a few
Netflix?
comments. Yeah,
Netflix
for
does.
Netflix,
Yeah, no, you
they
can't.
should do that.
They do. You could.
Uh,
I have my kid. I have two. I have some of the kids that got their own accounts, and I can change the.
oh, yeah,
Yeah,
but
I can change the.
exactly. If it's an adult account, they should not be censoring anything. It should be all whatever.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
know.
I was like,
Yeah.
how you
I
gonna
don't
censor
think
this
in
shit?
Mac. I don't think in HBO Max. I don't think they censor anything there. But yeah, I'll be pissed
No,
off if
I
they
don't
do.
know if
I mean, this is HBO we're talking
I
about.
don't know if Crunchyroll censors anything. I have no idea if they do.
Yeah, because I know HBO has a lot of stuff now. They even have like Rick and Morty, South Park. They have like everything in there.
Oh, HBO.
A
Yeah,
lot of
they don't.
stuff.
Yeah, no, they don't
Oh,
censor. They don't
and all
censor
the DC,
anything.
all the DC animated movies, they have them there as well. All the new one that comes out, they have it
Oh,
there.
that's the channel they put them
Yeah,
all on. Okay.
yeah. Max, yeah, that's basically HBO. There's one that just came out recently. I started
I was gonna
watching half
say,
of it.
there's been a couple of DC anime movies that came out
Yeah,
recently. I haven't seen those yet.
I was watching one that's pretty cool. It's almost like an alternate reality, like they're in the past. So you see Wonder Woman, she's like a cowboy, a cowgirl, I guess. She got the trench coat. And
Oh,
she's a
okay.
gunslinger. She has a gun. I know Lucian would probably like that version of Wonder Woman. She got like a gun and then her lasso as well. Like, and typical Wonder Woman shooting people through the head and shit. Like, what the fuck? Like,
I'm
I'm
waiting.
like,
I'm
man,
waiting. I'm over here waiting for another fucking animated movie with fucking Damian Wayne in it, man. Shit.
yeah, that
It's
one
been a.
that,
It's
that
been
one
a.
came
Yeah.
out
It's been.
recently.
It's been a while since I've seen him, and I think the last one I saw that had him in it, he cameoed in it with He got
Yeah,
a dog. He got a dog now. What's the name of the dog?
a dog.
Yeah, he's got a dog. It's like a Doberman or some shit. I
Oh.
forgot the name of the dog though. Damn.
I know in Batman Beyond, Bruce Wayne, old Bruce Wayne, he had that black dog.
Titus. That's his name.
Titus.
It's a Great
Yeah,
Dane.
that's the
Oh,
name.
it's okay.
That's
It's a
the
Great
name of.
Dane.
That's the name of the dog from Batman Beyond.
It is?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
Titus.
really?
Oh,
Oh.
yeah. So it's that
But
same
that
black
doesn't
Oh.
make
dog, right?
any sense. It's probably not the same dog. It's probably like a descendant of his, because there's no way that dog lives that
Is
long.
it the same
That's
breed?
true.
Is it a Great Dane?
Same.
Yeah, it's a Great Dane. It's a black Great Dane.
It's a big
It's
black dog,
I would
yeah.
say it's probably or paying a
A descend-
homage to the Batman Beyond one.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's Damien has a Titus is Damien's dog.
So what's up
Pet.
with McGinnis? Was he a clone of Bruce Wayne? He was a clone, right? McGinnis.
No, no, he's not.
Oh, he
He's not.
wasn't? Okay, I heard
He's not
rumors.
related to Bruce at all.
I heard that they took some of his DNA or whatever, and and
Yeah,
because
cause
the father
fucking
was never know who was the father, so they thought that they probably took some of his
cause
DNA
fucking
and impregnated the mom. I heard that he had like Bruce Wayne DNA. I don't know if that's true or not.
yeah, cause Damian Wayne's my favorite DC character. So
Yeah, I like Damien, even though he's a little of an asshole there, but he's cool.
nah, but
I,
he's
I
the
I just don't I just don't
He's
I
come
just don't
around a
yeah.
lot in
he
in
come
the in
around
the.
there.
Yeah, he's come
I
around
used
a
to
lot in the comics, but I like that old school Damian. That motherfucker. It's like,
yeah
yeah,
I used to, I used
this
to
is how Batman should be. His son gonna have to show
yeah
him, show
yeah
that. And the fact that he's basically almost as good as his dad, if not. I think it's been confirmed that that fucking Dick Grayson is as good as Batman.
oh yeah
Yeah, like the closest to Batman is Dick.
It's like, yeah,
No, the
he's
closest to
he's
it depends on
literally
like
like
the
a
thing. Like
yeah, depends
as
on what
far
it
as
is though.
fighting is concerned, the closest like fighting wise hand to hand to Batman is Dick. But then if you take into account the person with the most training, it's Damien.
Yeah,
The reason why
yeah because
Damien
he
isn't
got
as
trained
good
as
as
a kid.
yeah,
and to
the
kill
only reason
too.
why Damien isn't
Yeah.
better than Dick is because he still has an immature body. But if he had like, if he's
Right.
as old
Yep.
as Dick, he'd be the best fighter. The
Oh,
closest to Batman as far as like detective skills is Tim.
Yeah.
So it's like rumored that Tim is actually the best Batman, like the best like, iteration of Batman is Tim. Um,
Yeah.
and then of course no one even puts fucking um
Jason.
um Jason in the mix because like
kid,
he
that
doesn't
kid is
have
crazy.
anything of Batman's. Like he's
He,
all just
he's the
he's
opposite.
he's just his own thing.
He has
He's the
more in common.
Raphael of the group, yo.
Yeah,
Jason's the
he,
wild card.
yeah.
He's the
He has
Right.
more in
wild
common
card.
with He has more in common in the Flashpoint with Thomas Wayne.
Right.
Yeah.
Thomas
Because
Wayne. Yeah, Thomas Wayne used guns,
Thomas
man.
Wayne and Red Hood together would be a fucking
right.
scary ass combo.
Yeah.
But
Jason's the most ruthless, but like he's not the most skilled fighter. He's not. He's no good when it comes to like detective work, and that's pretty much it. Like, and I think Batman Bruce himself came out and said it during his run when he was fighting against this robot that he built to take himself out in case he goes evil. He got framed for killing the penguin, and that's what activated the robot. So the
oh, I
robot's
heard
name
about
is
that.
um Kill Switch, I believe it. No,
Kill
Fail
switch.
Safe.
The fail safe.
Fail
Yeah.
Safe. So he was fighting Failsafe, and in order to
Failsafe was
beat
fucking
Failsafe,
Failsafe was
yo,
fucking
Failsafe
everybody
beat the
up
shit
though.
out of the entire Bat family, and it came down to just Tim Drake and Batman. And Batman was just telling Tim like, you and I are like the probably like the best like team wise, like the best matchups. And this is while Damien was around too. Still, no, I think they kept Damien out of it. Yeah, Damien was out of the city. He told Tim, he was like, uh, the problem that I had with Dick is that Dick would always go off script. So basically, Dick was like, he was the one that always used to improvise, and that's why his style is so fluid and acrobatic. He would always go off script. And the thing with Jason is Jason would never even read the script at all. But you're the one that always like follow the orders to the T. Like you did everything the way that like I taught you how to do it. And so like they had like perfect teamwork. And he's like, so together you and I could take down Failsafe. They fought Failsafe. They figured out a way to like technically beat him, but they failed in the end anyway. Well, they succeeded because like their plan changed from like trying to beat Failsafe outright to just like corrupting his program and giving him like basically sentience, so he can make a decision for himself and then ultimately choose not to kill Batman. But but yeah, so when he said that, that confirmed for me like yeah, Tim's the most perfect iteration of Batman outside of Damien, when Damien like
Yeah, I didn't even know
changes
that.
his mind and he gets a little more mature.
I need to get sleep. All
Yeah.
right.
I'm sitting
All
here
right,
reading
champ.
monsters and shit that I'm gonna be able to summon. I need to get the fucking bed, man.
This was a great chat. We haven't done this in a while. It was a
Yeah,
pleasure,
yeah.
gentlemen. Have a good night.
All right, man. You guys have a good one.
Peace.